Concrete Placement LLC, serving Hudson Valley, New York, with a wide variety of services, including installation and repair of driveways, garage floors, patios, sidewalks, walkways, and stairs, stamped concrete, color, seal, and epoxy. All Crete is fully insured, 27 years of service. Contact today to get your quote. You're looking for a good cut? Need a new barber? Look no more. House of Barbers got you. 3434 North Road, Poughkeepsie, New York. Up there by Hyde Park and Marist College. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 845-232-5036 for all your hairstyling needs.
It's finally TV, but you don't need cable or sling to see me. Black on his soapbox, Gabe in his bag. Now that's some real black ink, load the 9 with the mag. First take, the last take, we can juggle the top. Like a barber with the clips, the way we talk in the shop. And since life is like a movie, we gon' stick to the plot. That's why we sponsored by the brand and scrape the white off the top. Get it? That means we dope. So I'ma need my brothers and sisters to stay woke. And we gon' lace the product with facts and straight jokes. The voice of the valley is here to spread hope. Supports a steep slope. They gon' have to let me cook. I don't know how to stop. From the culture to the music, anything else hot. Catch us every Tuesday once you step in the house. Cause all they really wanna know, what we talking about. I'm out.
Oh, and here we go. Another episode of What We Talking About. Yes, indeedy. What is good, y'all? It is your boy Gabriel back again in the building. What We Talking About podcast. My co-host extraordinaire in the building, King Blackout. Say what's up, sir.
The name of this episode is That Is Not Papoose. Nah.
If y'all in streaming land, he's pointing to a picture of battle rapper Easy to Block Captain next to a fine young lady that we will be talking about very shortly. But I do welcome y'all to the show. Shout out to the Village Global Network. You know what it is. It's WAPTA Music. It's Culture Shock Radio, Tattoo Shop Radio, and For Sale Radio out there in Mexico, all powered by Zeno.fm. Shout out to Village Global Network and DJ Poppy Blaze and Blaze 'em Up Radio getting played out here. 12 o'clock, 12 p.m., like noon, we get played on all those stations. And then on Blaze 'em Up Radio, he plays us again at midnight. So you could check us out every Tuesday on those spots. Remember, WAPTA Music, Culture Shock Radio, Tattoo Shop Radio, For Sale Radio, all powered by Zeno.fm. Shout out to y'all. Y'all in streaming land, I really do appreciate you. This is episode 32, I want to say, on there. I've seen some analytics, and maybe y'all ain't hitting the favorite button. Maybe y'all ain't hitting a little comment or this and that. But y'all are listening, and I appreciate it. So thank you for that. Tell a friend and tell a friend, but we really do appreciate all the support. This is the finale of the season for us, for the show. And, we get excited about this, little sad too. But at the same time, it's like you get back your Tuesdays and Black Loon start shaking his head in a second. You know what I mean? Because, you prepare for the show mentally. You kind of set up your day that way. You set up your Wednesday kind of knowing that you got to do something on Tuesday night. And it takes a lot of juggling sometimes, especially people that stay super busy, got multiple jobs like Black and I do. You know what I mean? So it could be a bear, but we do appreciate this show and what y'all bring to the table. And like we say, we don't really have fans. We just got the squad, the party people in the building, checking it out with us. So salute to y'all. Just wanted to get that off my chest early. Blackout, man. It's been a week, man. How you been, brother?
This is not Papoose.
Again, pointing to
I'm good, bro. I'm good, blessed, highly favored. I'm tired of shit. Right. But outside of that, we good. We here. You know what I mean? Happy election day. Go vote for the next crook to get their pockets bigger. You know what I mean? Go do that. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. What I do like is this. Yo, check this out. Doesn't that look cool? Like I love that. I'm like a little kid right now.
Exactly. You know the Sprite can green, right, gang?
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, I got this invisible can. What's up, y'all? Let me get in these comments. Y'all going crazy already. I love y'all already. Yo, we in here. What's going on? Monster in the building. And she's in the building. Matt Santoro's in the building. What's going on, man? Finale. What up? That's right, sir. But yo, you can't front though. That is kind of cool. Like that's gonna make me do something cool. I don't know. I kind of like how it looks like an invisible can like that. That's
if I was 6, that would be super exciting. You not be sitting in front of the green screen. It's really not.
Listen.
Do better, bro.
Listen, shout out to y'all, man, for tapping in. We really do appreciate it. Hit that like, hit the share. If you haven't already and you're up in here, do me that favor. Just minimize this very show that you're watching. Peace build skills. Hit that like button for me. It helps the algorithm. It'll let everybody know that you're watching the finale of the What We Talking About podcast.
Finale. Finale.
Word, man.
It's over.
It's been, 31 episodes this year. There's 52 weeks in a year. We did 31, right? 31.
Okay, bet 8 months.
8 months of the show. So salute to y'all. Peace, man. Jacob Anderson, what is good? What is good? Shout out your podcast. If you in my comments right now, no time is better than right now. Put what you got, man. You got a link. You got something to show the people. You do something dope. You got a flyer. You doing a show. Put that in the comments right now. We are always down to share those things and let everybody know what we're doing up in here. Hit the like. Y'all are in here. There's like 10 of y'all in here globally. We got YouTube and Facebook going on right now. You got to get them likes up, man. Minimize it. Hit that like button. Do me that favor. Shout out to y'all. So, let's talk about it, Black. Let's talk about it. Behind you, you have the ever popular, ever beautiful Red Ma.
Yeah.
Next to Easy the Block Captain.
Who?
Do you know
Papoose Light? Who?
This guy said Papoose Light.
Who's this guy who still puts the sticker on the bottom of the brim and leaves it there? Who's this guy?
Listen.
With the Philadelphia freeway chin strap.
Listen. Yo, shout out Hollywood Herb in the building. He got something going on Friday. If you haven't checked out Hollywood Live, Black, I definitely recommend it. It's a good time. He puts on a good show. Vibe is always very vibey in the building when he there. People from Philly do that, man, with the sticker.
Nah, niggas walking around with the Benoit bees on his neck is a no-go. Super big, heavy on the paws. And people who don't know rap music will not enter the kingdom of heaven. So I can't go see their shows.
Let me put this stuff up. So let me see, because like I know when you use your backdrop in this way, I know that something's resonating with you. Okay. Yeah. So what is it about this story? Now, if y'all don't know the story is Remy Ma has been with Papoose basically forever, right? She's been with him for a minute. The big thing is he held her down while she was in prison. Went and visited her, made sure, all her funds was right while she was in there, commissary good and all that. Waited for her to come out. They continued life together, right? They doing good. They doing their thing. Remy Ma, as you know, has reached great heights with the music. Shout out to Fat Joe and all those songs that she was on, MOP, everything that she made dope, right? So there was always this thought, like, how come Papoose, who's this dope rapper, doesn't like shine like the way Remy does? Like, what is that, right? So there's always been that little question, like, why they never do a song together and just have that blow up? So that's always been in the back of everybody's mind. Fast forward a bunch of years of them chilling, doing their thing, and him doing his music, and he loves his like street mixtape type of feel that he got going on. She's been doing her thing. You know what she be doing. She got into battle rap. She started promoting her own league, started promoting some battlers. Came across Easy the Block Captain. All of a sudden, one thing led to another. We hear there's an altercation at one of the battle rap shows. Nobody really clarified or verified what it was, but it was said to be that Papoose had some words for Easy. Because
we don't need bro.
He got too close. So I'm giving everybody the black dot because they don't know this story. And I don't think you know the whole story. So like now we hear at a point where now it's public that there's an issue with Pap and Remy. Okay. And that, there's a separation there. Okay. But now this stuff is circling the internet with easy to block captain. So my question to Blackout is, why is it behind you? What is resonating with you about this story?
I can get my shit off now?
Mm-hmm.
I bet.
The stage is yours.
Black people, we got 2 couples. We had 2 couples. Actually, we had 3. I'm gonna take y'all back chronologically. You ready? That first real black love that we was fucking with was the Huxtables. Remember? That was them. What happened? I bet. We know what Cliff was doing. You heard? We know what happened. All right. Second, that Will and that Jada, right? Mm-hmm. Facts. We know what happened with them. Mm-hmm. Third, by the way, I believe they trademark and be selling T-shirts and hats and beanies and Skims.
Right.
Black love. Wasn't that Remy and Pap whole thing? And then they got a whole merch store about black love. Mm-hmm. Oh, I bet. What's going on, gang? Listen. Here's what I'm gonna leave alone.
Pills.
Super pills. Remy could be with whoever the hell she want to be. Here's my problem. What is up with women nowadays? Will Smith and they man. The level of disrespect is crazy. Here's something simple. Mm. If you and your man got an understanding where you can go do you, and you a public figure, all you gotta say is this: we both in a space where we can do us. No more comment. Right. The niggas will stop doing this. It's the fact that you walking around like y'all together, but then you keep popping out with a whole nother nigga who look like your nigga until you see the fucking chin strap. You know what I mean? Oh, dirty neck, baby James Harden beard looking easy to block captain. Out here looking bad. I'm not even mad at what's going on. I'm just mad at the level of disrespect for this man who, by all accounts, been a good nigga. Am I missing it? He has. What do y'all want as a woman? What do you? Matter of fact, if you gonna slide, don't you supposed to slide up? Like you sliding with this nigga.
Yo, Matt Santos said Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv.
Nah, because we had black love and they made Aunt Viv light skin, so they don't count no more. Oh, okay. So you got to stay in tune with what we're talking about here, bro. If you gonna slide, ain't you supposed to slide up?
I mean, theoretically, I would assume.
That's what we all do. What we doing?
I just think that it happens so often than not where you hear that somebody got cheated on with somebody that's not as hot or as attractive as the one, that they got at home. Okay. I hear that all the time, right?
Why the internet ain't destroying Rim right now? Why they letting her live? Is it because Pap is high key corny? What's up?
I think that they've done. I think the reason is because they have subtly made it known that there are issues between them and that they aren't an item right now.
They only said that after months of Remy making this nigga look stupid. Or am I missing that?
No, you're not missing that.
It's kind of like Jada making Will look like a goddamn fool for years. Right. Before finally saying we've been separated for 8. That's nuts. All you doing is making this nigga look bad. He trying to carry water. You feel me? He trying to hold it down. Like, that's my wife. And you out here dotting off. Bro, I don't respect this. And the fact that the internet ain't running her down blows mine, kid.
Is it like a double-edged sword here? Is this something that you feel like she can't win either way? So why even address it publicly?
Nah. What I'm saying is, if Pap was seen out with Lori Harvey, the whole internet will be doing that nigga dirty. 8 up, no crumbs. Am I wrong? But Remy get to slide around with Chico Bean back there, and it's cool.
So you're saying there's a double standard, and you don't like this?
Yeah, it's a big standard, bro. I can't do it. And I used to fuck with Remy. This is nonsense. This is super nonsense. I hope that whole situation failed.
I think everybody has the same sentiment where there's a public opinion that says Pat did the right thing by this chick, and she's still playing him like this. And I think he's just winning the sorry, the sorry points here. I mean, the sympathy points out, I should say,
This nigga look like a Ninja Turtle with a beard. bro, I'm here for it. I'm like, hold up, gang. We're gonna talk about this. Ain't you supposed to slide up? Like,
breath thought.
Bro.
What up, Ice?
Like, didn't Kim K was like, all right, I got play, Jay. My foot's in the door. Now I'm just gonna keep fucking the bigger back. How you leave a nigga that's loyal for 15 years for a nigga named Easy the block captain who not in your tax bracket? The fuck?
I mean, King Jacob brings up, you got two kings in the building, King Blackout, King Jacob. Rem's kids would have been sent to foster care if it wasn't for Pat.
Man, on the gang. That's probably where they're going right now. Unfit motherhood. Like, she an ex-con.
Listen, she technically what's Ice saying? She didn't technically out of battle rap just messy. Well, battle rap, it can be messy like that. But she didn't go in naive though, Ice, man. She knew what was going on. She was peeping it for a minute before she jumped in it. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why she created a league on her own and just wasn't trying to sponsor battles individually for URL. You know what I mean? She was like, I'm gonna do it myself because I see y'all. You know what I mean? So she kind of knew what she was gonna get into. I just think that, there's just more different eyes. Like, if battle rap's not messy, it's petty.
See, battle rap can't be messy when the whole thing take place in the toilet. Like that's the entire point of that shit. So it ain't messy if that's the default state. The default state is that kind of energy, right? So like, what's on the table. Right. So why the fuck you even on stage in the first place with Chicken Little?
Right.
You see this nigga? What you doing?
But I used to say what we were saying before too. Like, they were separated, but they got outed before they got to tell people. And I think that's what Black's saying though. Like, how come we don't get ahead? How come they don't get ahead of that so they could save Pap some face?
This is what the problem is today. Why these women get to slide off and got these men looking down bad?
Right.
After all he did for you, you can't let this nigga walk away with his dignity.
Right.
So you got niggas taking that nigga to church. Oh, you let this nigga chick steal your woman.
Yep.
You know what I mean? She sliding out and about, ain't denying shit. Got you looking like a fool. You ain't pop off on King. Like,
Yep. It's gonna come out that they've been separated for 6 years. Shout out to DJ Rec Boy Shy. You're gonna catch him tomorrow in the studio at the Rec Boy 7 p.m.
Yo, what's that turtle from PBS? What's that nigga name? The one who used to hide in the shell when he got scared. What's his name?
Oh,
y'all know who I'm talking about. What was that? There was that turtle nigga from PBS who would get scared and go hide in the shell. What was his name?
Y'all know. Y'all gotta help me out.
I know who I'm talking about. Put me on. Don't do me this way. What was that turtle name?
She is banging Easy the block Captain Mont. She is banging Royce the 4'9". Yo, the match is coming up with all these different names. He came up with Brown Thought before. Black Love.
Yo, Franklin. Hell yeah. That nigga look like fucking Franklin, gang. Look at this nigga.
Brand was too big.
A neck full of Benoit beads. You feel me? Like, this what you doing. Bro, I can't. With that nasty work Philadelphia Eagles hat with the 2008 finish line price tag on the brim. Nah, gang. Nah. Matter of fact, you can do the James Harden, but get a lineup, gang. Like, shake that shit up, B.
Listen.
What the fuck is you doing?
Listen. He probably ain't had no control over this photo op right here. This is probably, in his defense. Let's be fair. You know what I'm saying? You might be calling him out on, hey, I was just going to the store right quick. They made me take this photo. All
right, gang. It's quiet for Rim. It's quiet for her.
Oh,
now,
Remy.
I got a question for you. Let me ask you this, and we can slide off to the next topic.
It's true. What's that?
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
You think her and Joey got active?
No.
See, I would have said that before, but now I don't trust the bitch. You heard me? I don't trust the bitch. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Looking like a knockoff Young Miami. I don't fuck with her no more. I can't do it, gang. I can't do it. Can't do it.
I'm going to walk away from this conversation before it gets any crazier. Yeah. They look stranger together than apart.
You like a cheap Carisha. Stop playing with me.
Yo, Ice is in here chatting. Remy and Pap is bigger than Remy or Pap. You think, though? I think it's more about
absolutely.
What's absolutely?
Rem Pap is bigger than Remy or Pap alone. That black love shit was the whole gimmick, my nigga. That was the whole train.
Yeah. I see what y'all saying. I see what y'all saying. Got you. Copy. Let's see. What's King Jacob talking about? Rem just showing her true colors. She been out here freaking, and Pap loved more than he loved himself. He definitely knew this early. She's an industry, and she been ran through. To your point about Joey, and she got out prison and gave these new cats a lot of play. Listen,
crazy. That's nasty.
Is that
I'm gonna leave that right there?
Is that you or him?
That's young Dash right there. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
It's young black. You know what I mean, that's baby black. You heard?
All right.
We gonna do some. We gonna take a walk down memory lane since that season finale is popping off. We're gonna do a walk down memory lane. Every topic I'm gonna switch up the background. I got some good shit going on. But this is baby black. You heard? Check him out. Check him out. Peace, gang.
Yeah.
That nigga was fly. He about to rap about missing his bitch. You heard me? That was the single cover right there. That was different.
That was the single cover. Listen, for y'all in streaming land, he wilding out right now. He actually has like a baby picture up right now.
Yo, I'm not. Yo, somebody
tried to choke. Somebody choking him out from the back.
Yeah,
looks like a girl handling him.
That was back in the day. That's a throwback right there. If you
that's
know,
an Usher video.
Crazy, bro. What's next, man? Like, look, man. Pat need to take her for half of everything she got and get the kids. You know, she an ex-con. You know what I mean? Out here committing adulteries. Like, we can't even stand for this. Run down, dog. Run down.
Listen, to put a little bow on that, you know, let people do as they may. It would be really cool if we could stop trying to make each other look like fools all the time, and you know, respect what you got home. And if that's over with, then I would definitely make that known off rip, so that you don't have people out here looking the type of way, man. That's the corny part to me, man. And also the whole sliding up thing, I totally get that. I was listening, or not me, but super producer Big Angie was listening to Hot 97 this morning. They had a dude on there that called in talking about, yo, my wife gave me a pass so that I could go hit like whatever, as long as I don't tell her about it. And this dude decided to go and sleep with her mom, his mom-in-law. And that's who he's been hitting on this. Like, why?
Nigga said the pussy was so good. I wanted to see what the pussy it came from feel like. You feel me? Like super nasty flex, like monster flex, like generational pussy.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, I think what's even sassier is the fact that the moms is with it. It wasn't even sad. She just like, when my daughter leave, we'll pull up.
So to add a little context to this, the mom had the daughter dumb young. She was like 15 years old when she had her daughter.
Mom was still right there.
So mom is like 45, 46, and he's 30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's still looking all right. You know what I mean? It's like, Lou, I see what you're talking about.
You get a pass and you're gonna go hit your mom-in-law though.
Was they married?
Yeah.
That's nuts. Then it's all in the family, gang. Like, what's the problem? That's family, you heard? Shit.
Oh man, yo,
what's the season finale, dog?
I know it, man.
Yeah,
I know, man. I'm excited about it. I did some things over the weekend, man. Had it out with my boy Matt Santoro. I thought I had the game in the bag. I was up a lot of points in fantasy football. And then he messed around and put the Chargers defense in and almost won. He was down like 50-something points, and Matt Santoro almost came back and won. So salute to that brother. Good game. But on Saturday, man, yo, check this out. You know what this is about? Can you see that?
Right, it's old news. Can we talk about what's popping? This is old news you're talking about right now.
Listen,
nobody cared who you lost to in Madden. You heard? Nobody cared about that trash Today Show interview with Jay-Z jerking himself off. You know what I mean?
Crazy. That's crazy.
Nuts. Nobody.
Listen,
go ahead.
Listen, the Book of Hov is crazy. If you haven't gone down to Brooklyn, right on Flashbrook Avenue, where South meets North, it's dope, man. Book of Hov. I have pictures and stuff too. Black don't want to see it because he a baby. He's gonna go down there finally and go get it. He's mad I went. He didn't go. So big mad.
Yo, Jacob Anderson just said something. I think that's a good thing to spin on to. 46 is the new 36. All right. You're a man of a certain age. So let me ask you, as the elder statesman on this show.
Okay.
Is that true? Is 40 the new 30, but like for real though? Is it really? Or is that just something that niggas say when they start feeling old? I need to know, gang, because that off ramp getting closer and closer, so I need to know what it's hitting for. You heard? So it's 40 the new 30. Put me on.
It can be, yeah.
And what? So what you mean by that? Like expound, bro. Give us the jewels.
No, because everything's a mindset, right? And it's about where you place yourself in your own mind. It's all about your perspective, right? And what you want to be affiliated with. So can 40 be the new 30? Yeah. It's way cooler when everybody's like on that time. No. So you're not actually chilling with 25, 30-year-olds because that's kind of weird now. You know what I'm saying?
But Drake do it.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird. Like if you're not famous, you're not in that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're making music that he's making, he needs to stay in tune with that so he can speak to that. So his music speaks to that. So
y'all watching, y'all chime in. It's 40 the new 30. Go ahead, Gabe. Y'all chime in. I'm reading what y'all saying.
He's right there, in the moment with them. You know what I mean? So there's a difference there in entertainment. But as far as like the regular person that's not famous, right? I find that, I am able to interact, live with, have fun with people that are still like in their 30s, and they're looking at me like, oh shit, like I thought you was like 2 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a mindset. It's how you're going to carry yourself, what you present to the people, right? So, and then with the amount of time you've been around the earth, you start to learn that, not every situation, not everything is as good as it seems from the outside. So while something might look like a lot of fun and be super cool, I'm going to leave that to y'all because y'all want to do that. And I'm going to chill back here. You know what I mean? So the difference to me is when you get a little older, you're more willing to stay home. I think that's what it is. I think you appreciate what you've worked for and where you're sitting and what you're sitting in. So therefore, you don't see it as, you don't have any FOMO. You know what I'm saying? Because the FOMO part goes away. So now when you go out and you want to go have fun when you're at my age, you know what I'm saying? You literally have fun, but I have fun in a more streamlined way. My night out might be 3 hours.
So like
not all night.
The people is agreeing with you, right? Centro said 48 old anymore. And see, this is what I wanted to touch on before we switch gears. Because he's saying anymore. And I feel like it used to be when you turn 40, you basically dead. Like niggas calling you senior citizen outside, right? Angie saying 40 is good. It's like 30, but better. See, Angie, I gotta understand. So, like, put me on. You ain't gotta spill no tea about Gabe, but like, I feel like, yeah, 40 could be 30 because you got experience. You should be able to do your thizzle more, but your knees don't respond no matter how young you think you is up here. Like the knees gonna hurt the next day. That back gonna be fucked up when you try to hit that Casper slide at the wedding. Like you gonna feel this shit in the morning. So like, I hear y'all, but is that real? Like if I'm outside and I'm 40 and the club is 22, 23, 24, should I be outside?
No.
Is that cool?
No.
I shouldn't be outside, Gabe. You just told me it's the new 30. So what's the big deal?
It's because, like I said, it's way funner when everybody else is of the same mindset. You know what I'm saying?
When you go hang with other old people, you kind of saying the opposite of what you just said. If you're saying it's 40 the new 30, then you could be in the spot with an actual 30-year-old, or is you saying the 30-year-old is really 20, so he corny?
Pretty much.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, you really just start to you want to put yourself in a situation that you're going to be able to thrive in and have fun. And there's certain situations when you get older that just aren't fun to you anymore. You know what I'm saying? So like You know, that staying out until 4 a.m. shit, that's gone. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get mad when I get a wedding that goes to midnight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Right. So let me wrap this up for you.
Dad.
As somebody who's caught in between, right? Mm-hmm. As somebody who's not 40, thank God, right? But but I can see it. It's getting close. I don't feel out of place at the club. So are you saying like in 3-4 years it's just gonna switch me, like I shouldn't be outside no more? Like literally I hit 40 and it's over, or is it like more like 42, 43, 44? Like what is it for real though? What was it for you? Is it I turned 40 and it's over? Or like you got a few more years before like the grades come in? What's going on?
Nah, you got time.
All right.
You got time. Yeah, it's a slow go, but it doesn't happen instantaneously. But when it happens, you find out when you're out there.
I respect that.
You're like, this ain't for me no more.
This is a real conversation, y'all, because I find myself dealing with my mortality. Not that I'm an old nigga. My man said you look 30. I appreciate that. Y'all go outside, niggas be like, how old is you? Like 28, 27. I'm like, I take that all day long. Black don't really crack until it do. You feel me? So just kind of curious because I keep hearing 40's the new 30. It's really like that. It's nothing to really worry about. But I was at the club the other day, and I swear everybody was under 24. And that was like my club last week. And this week, it's not my club no more. So like I don't
Right.
They played somebody named like Brian. He's a rapper. I'm like, who the fuck is that guy? I was like, nah, I'm done. I'm outside and it's over. I need to go to fucking the crib. Now look, 15 minutes later, he was playing Pop Smoke and we was getting sturdy. And I was like, all right, I need that.
Yeah.
But this nigga that came out last week, I didn't know who that was. I felt bad, bro. I felt old.
See, Ice, what you're talking about is exactly what you summed up basically my whole 3-minute soliloquy. You know what I'm saying? If you comfortable out there, you good. And if you like, y'all see me when I go out, y'all see exactly what it looked like when Gabe shows up at the spot and I'm chilling, right? What am I usually doing? I'm either posted up somewhere against the wall, sipping on something, or I'm sitting down in a chair, or I'm politicking with somebody next to me. I don't look uncomfortable. I don't feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm as a matter of fact, it's the opposite. Like I'm in my zone right here. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? But like, it's the amount of time, I'm telling you, it's the amount of time you spend at the spot that changes.
You know, Angie said that when I'm outside now, 20-year-olds look at me like a plate of food. I'm paraphrasing. That's what she's saying. I'm a plate of food. So is that what it is? I'm still cool because I look the part, but I'm really a plate of food. I'm a victim, Angie. They plotting on me. They want to take the old nigga home.
Sugar daddy.
Because nobody called me Unk yet. I'm waiting for that to happen so I can pop off. But like, you know what I mean? I know the calendar moving forward. If I'm a plate of food, I want to know so I can stay out of the buffet line.
Getting smoked in the pool. You getting smoked in the pool.
All right, so Andy's saying 50s is when it's over. All right, Gabe, you got a couple more years, gang.
I got a couple more years. I'm 47, y'all, for the record.
I said how comfy you are as an aura. You come off old if you feel like old. Yo, I respect that, bro. I don't think nobody thinks I'm my age. I don't think it's not. I don't think it's because I'm immature or nothing like that. I just got some good genes, so I'm trying to hold them as long as possible. You feel me? But like, I thought it was interesting topic because I do hear that a lot. I've been hearing that a lot more as my generation starts to get to an age where they moving into politics and they moving into like my kids in the high school about to go to college type of shit. So it's starting to hit, and maybe it's a little older because a little younger because we was having kids at 15, 16. So like some of it is because we was fucking so young. But it's still weird when like your man's got an 18, 19-year-old and like y'all niggas ain't 40. So it's just like I just feel it in my bones. You know what I'm saying? So I do think it was interesting, but I feel what you're coming from. I feel like 40s is probably the new 30s, but I think it's dependent on the person. I don't think it's across the board because I see some 40-year-olds and they chopped. Like they really hit, they gone. They don't take care of themselves. Them niggas look 55.
Right. And it is about that. It is about how you take care of yourself. It's definitely about your perception and what you do. Like, you know, maybe for me, because I always hear, oh, you look a lot younger than what you really are, Gabe. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. Salute to y'all. But I think part of what keeps me young too is like what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm an event host. You know what I'm saying? That's like my passion on what I do. I'm really fucking good at it. You know what I'm saying? And I care about it. And I put my all into it when I do it. And part of my you know, part of my whole persona with hosting is the way I look. You know what I'm saying? So like, because it's important to me to portray a certain image, you know what I'm saying? I think your mind, your body follows what your mind is thinking. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm telling myself I look good, I need to stay this way. I think my body is trying to do that for me. You know what I'm saying? So for what it is, I do think it's mindset. I do think it comes down to mindset. And I also, just to cap this off, I will say this. I think that people say 40 is a new 30, and I think what the intention was behind it was I didn't know what I was doing and what even was going to be fun at 30. So here I am at 40, much wiser, still able, and I got more money. So now I can live the way I should have been living when I was 30, because had I known what I know now, I'd have been doing this. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where it comes from. I don't think it literally comes from, yo, I'm 40, but I can still hang out with the 25-year-olds. I don't think that's what it means. I just think it means you're going to live life the way you want to live it, the funner way, because you learned something in those 10 years. I think that's what it means.
Good, sir. Salute to your 40s, man. Salute to you,
me,
brother.
Thank you.
Red Peace. Solo cup.
Yes, sir. Invisible Sprite.
That's also known as a dirty Sprite. Where we from, Gabe? You on that lean, Gabe? What's up? Tell us.
I never got high on the lean. I used to get high on. I used to get a lot of Vicodins back in the day, and I was getting high on Vicodins for a little while. That was fun.
On the game. Next topic. These handsome gentlemen behind me. One of them is me, but everybody gets it wrong, and I don't like that for me.
You're the one straight back.
Right, but like niggas be picking this nigga right here, and I don't like that for me. You feel me?
How?
Like, come on, this old peanut head looking there. You know what I mean?
How?
You know what I mean? Look, this is three niggas who is ready for that action.
You were showing people that were like, "Ooh, black people look the same." That's fucked up, Black. You need to check your people.
I was in my bully, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Only thing changed is I got more hair. That's crazy.
Look at you. Look at
Black
you.
Don't crack, baby. Hold me now.
What's that? 18-year-old Black?
Nah, this is 21-year-old Black, believe it or not.
Hacksaw Black Duggan.
Yeah. Like, hold me down. So look, y'all don't know about this, but this was an AIT. I was in school at this time. You know what I mean? Getting my training on. You know what I mean?
All right. That's what's up.
So I got my little, you can't even see it in the picture, but on my hold up. And you can't see it, but around my waist, I got my little phase badge, my little yellow card. That means I can lead a base and have a drink.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I was gangster about that. Little walk down memory like that. Just fuck with me. I'm sharing. All right. I'm a man of a certain age now. So I'm sharing my life. That's what we doing. I appreciate that, Santoro.
Yo, Jacob, I will entertain this question for a moment. What happens when your homie been locked up for 22 years and his daughter try to give you some play, but you don't know, and he ain't never seen her, and you hit and find out who she is later after you hit it? What happens there? But she don't care.
All right, I'm gonna put this real simple. I'm not even gonna expound on this, bro. If this you or somebody you know, y'all need to go and take that ass open. It don't even matter that, because you said your homie, that's your man. So I'm assuming that word is bond between y'all. This ain't a stranger. This ain't a nigga you went to school with, but that ain't your people. You said your man's, right? Bet. Go run up on homie when he get home. Take that ass open. Explain it, and then take the L, because you deserve that. You got to. Listen, that's your man's. You got to take that L. And it's over. Like, y'all can't be friends no more. Like, after he dust you off, cut ties. You can't be my homie and you fuck my daughter. You understand? That's not a thing, bro. Can't be a thing. Don't matter what happened. It's over for you. Take the L. Be a man, stand on that 10, and then walk away from the relationship.
I said we gotta stop saying shit like I was this age and shit like that.
That's crazy.
Back in my day. Get off my lawn. He's seen this happen many times, King Jacob says. That's crazy.
Nah, just take the L, bro. Take the L.
Yeah.
Be a man. I'll respect that. Come see me. You know what I mean? I'm going to do you dirty. You getting done filthy, right?
Oh, okay.
But ain't no coming back from that. Like, take the L. I'll shake your hand when it's over, and then move. You can't be in my neighborhood.
Oh, he can't get back. He can't take the whooping and say, all right, now I'm gonna be with old girl now since I took this whooping, or you gonna have to take another whooping every time.
You're gay. No,
is it a one-time thing? Is it a one-time fee?
Or it's a one-time thing when you take the shake and bake and get ran out of your hood. If you ever come around my daughter again, gang, you're not gonna come around nothing else again. Period.
It wasn't me. That's what I would say. It wasn't
Take
me.
that shake and bake, walk away like a man. I'm gonna leave that right there.
I love it. I love it. Listen, the 845 The Mix Show, DJ Duya, they were doing things, and they put out a cipher, and they actually made it public. It happened back in September, but they just now made this thing public. So I like to support the 845. We don't really do 3 the hard way no more, but there's some names on here that we know.
Shout out, y'all go check that out. Y'all go tap in 845 The Mix Show Cipher and go listen.
Right here. They're gonna listen to it right here, right now.
Nah, bro. Like, I want to keep the momentum. But what we doing here?
I want the people to see some. What you want to see? You don't want to talk about 845 Cypher?
We told him, go run them streams up when it's his turn. Go get that man a click. This ain't his turn. This is our season finale. I want to talk about these other niggas. You hear me?
Oh my God, your boy Rem was on there.
I know. So if you want to see a dead body, Google 845 The Mix Show Cypher. You're gonna find it. Bunch of niggas rapping that you may or may not know from the local area. And if you're not local, we're not gonna bore you with some niggas you don't know and don't care about. Gang.
It says I'm funny and King, you right.
I appreciate that.
We did tell him. So what you want to talk about? What you want to talk about, my good brother? Put it on the table, because I was going to get ready to talk about that damn cipher for like 10-15 minutes. So you talk to me. What do you want to talk about? What's your next topic?
I know that's super nuts.
Did you vote today?
Let's talk about voting in the government, but we're not gonna go about it the way you think we're gonna go about it. Y'all ready?
Yes.
I bet. What's her name? Summer Walker got on X, aka Twitter, and wrote like an 8-page thing talking about Palestine and Hamas and all that shit that's happening. Here's what I'm gonna say. Y'all go to X and read that article. Read what she wrote. It's not an article. It's like 5 or 6 pages. A little post. Go check it out. I'm gonna say this. About a month ago, when we brought up Palestine and Israel and that conflict, I said something very similar, where if you take the politics out of it, period, a 5-year-old kid didn't bomb Israel. So the fact that he's dying ain't right. That's the entire point. And to me, that should be all that matters. You got your nut off. You got your rock off. You've been bombing this place for 4 or 5 weeks at this point. You're killing innocents all over the place. This is genocide on a mass scale, right? The threat is contained. Stop it. I'm gonna leave it right there. But Summer Walker, go read her post. I think she said it elegantly and with thought, and I respect that. It's not about pick a side. It's about loss of life, and I think it's going too far. And I'm gonna leave that right there because I don't want to bring us down. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk my shit, but I don't want to bring us down. Cool.
What do ciphers do nowadays? Do they serve a purpose anymore?
Did you see the 200 Deep DJ K Slay joint?
The hour-long joint? I just bits and pieces.
I watched the whole thing.
Okay.
Ciphers are good for me and you. Ciphers ain't good for 8-year-olds. Those BET ciphers be super trash, super caca.
Because
the worst, bro.
Yeah, they're just like orchestrated in a weird way.
Yeah.
But I think you can do a disservice too by presenting a cipher haphazardly, you know what I mean? And like because it's already very raw in its own element, right? So it's supposed to be just bars over a beat. So it's just, man or woman, headphones on, microphone in front, a beat, go attack that for 16-24 and hand it off to the next person. You know what I mean? So there's already like a rawness to that. So I think they need to be presented in a certain way. But yeah, I don't know what type of, I guess for me, yeah, I guess I like it. Does it help break new artists to you, or do
No.
you listen to a Cypher to hear like your notable artist rap in that?
Cypher specifically or freestyling?
Just no Cyphers.
Because ciphers ain't that prevalent no more. So if we hung on that, I can't go too deep with it because you don't get a lot of ciphers. Like,
right.
you get a lot of what they call freestyles, and I think that's more of a relevant topic.
So like freestyles in as far as what, like music, like dropping like just like bars over like an instrumental,
sure,
type of thing. That what you mean?
Freestyle used to be off the top of the head, which is something that I do. I sit there, we can point out things in the room, and I'll quickly go between items, different nouns, and all that kind of shit in real time.
Right.
And it's not a long delay. Like, that was the talent. And now it's not. It's just I wrote a verse to a beat that's not mine. Right. So I want to respect that. But I think as far as modern freestyling, I think the only purpose they serve is when it's somebody that either and didn't think they had bars, and you hear them actually rap for a change because everybody sings. I think that's interesting.
Right.
Or somebody who's a complete unknown, and is rapping better than 99% of people who are mainstream. Like, you can't just rap and be good. And I think what happens a lot of time is that people who are not utilizing that platform or that freestyle or that cipher for the purpose of exposure, they be rapping about drugs and coke and all this other shit, and it don't be interesting. You know what I mean? It's like when you showing your wordplay, your witticisms and all that kind of shit, you got to do shit like my man Remby be doing. You got to be talking about different topics and using onomatopoeias, and just the wordplay needs to be in outer space as opposed to just talking about how much dope you sold. Like, that's not interesting in what you call a freestyle. You know what I mean?
Right.
Supposed to stretch that muscle.
I agree with that for sure. So is there any other topics, Black? And shout out to everybody. Like I say, man, Tattoo Shop Radio, Culture Shock Radio, and For Sale Radio. Shout out to y'all on the Village Global Network. We out here, all powered by Zeno.fm. Is there anything else that we need to talk about besides Blaze 'em Up Radio and how we get played on it every Tuesday at midnight and noon before we get into the top 50 finalization?
Nah, shout out to the fam. Check it out.
So who this? Who this?
That's the fam.
That's your fam.
That's the fam.
So
that's more of that. That's more of that. That's more of that black don't crack right there. You see that handsome fella right there? That guy right there? Yeah, it's like that.
So for the finale, Black has brought out the photo album.
Yeah, man, we just scrolling through the Rolodex. Yo, RP my cousin Rob.
Yeah,
going way too soon. You know what I mean? Love you, bro. Love you, cuz. That's my cousin Rob, right? Sorry, other way, right there. Going way too soon. My cousin Jason. So that guy behind me right there with that white hat on, that's Sosa. The guy who's
that's Sosa? Oh,
that's
okay.
Sosa.
That's what's up. Okay.
Down here is my bro Brooke. You know what I mean? But like just going through that photo album a little bit today.
Oh,
but I'm ready for it, bro. We got a big topic. We got to put something to bed. This hip hop 50 list that niggas got opinions on, but ain't standing on nothing. We got to put that to bed. What's up?
Listen, real quick, DJ Rec Boy Shah said he need Black freestyling on his show. Make that happen. Can we do that?
Hey, yo, Shah, I saw what you were doing, so I'm definitely thinking about pulling up for the support. But I don't listen. I seen it. I was thinking about pulling up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't rap for free, gang. So I'm gonna need a haircut or something. Like
oh my God, he went there.
Yeah, absolutely. Because big classic, man. That's that throwback, right when your pop stayed in the corner. Facts. Right around the bricks.
Me personally, I like to listen to J. Cole more than Kendrick. That's just personal preference for me, though. But that's an easy one. How about you, Black? Real quick.
I'd rather listen to Cole. I respect Kendrick's pen tremendously, but I don't enjoy listening to him rap. Does that make sense? I know it's gonna be nice, but it's a hard listen just for a vibe. If I want to hear technical rapping, I can listen to Kendrick. Any other time, I can't do it.
Right. I can see that.
Yeah, I need a vibe.
I can see that. Yeah, I prefer J. Cole's delivery over Kendrick Lamar's.
Hey, by the way, Lori Harvey back in the market again. She finally got done with Damson Idris from Snowfall. You saw that?
Oh, she did?
The next nigga? Yeah, got rid of that nigga.
Oh, how you feel about that? He butt hurt over that one. Gotta be.
Why niggas keep letting her use them and then slide off in a year? It's kind of weird, bro. It's like, and niggas know what I guess it don't matter. I guess it like still hit it, but it's just like she a professional player outside and she's just making y'all niggas look stupid. Y'all taking her to Turks and Belize and buying Birkins and shit, and then she slide off. She don't even want none of y'all niggas. Shout out to Lori Harvey, the real MVP.
She pretty. She a pretty girl, man. She a pretty girl.
Now my son Franklin say, nah, he got done bad. And look, he thought he was up because she stuck around like a year. Like normally she wham bam, thank you, ma'am. 6 months, nigga, give me the bag and I'm sliding. She get that nigga 12 months. He was in love, and now she's like, yeah, I'm good.
He definitely fell in love. He was like, I love her. Yo,
what up?
I'd be remiss if before we get into the top 50 talk, if I didn't just give a quick shout out, man. You guys hear it all the time, but shout out to the sponsors of this show, House of Barbers and All Creek Concrete Placement LLC. Two great companies. Sal's really been working up the customer base up in Poughkeepsie. He's right there across the street from Marist, so it's just a matter of time for him. So if you haven't checked out House of Barbers yet, check that out. There's a really good little Mexican spot right next to it, so you can go get your cut, go get something to eat. It's in that plaza with Home Depot next to Rhinebeck Savings Bank and all that. And then Concrete, Allcrete is a fantastic company. Sidewalks, those curbs, those floors, parking lots, all garages, all that stuff. He does stamped concrete. He does that shit where like he lays down concrete. Like say you got a sidewalk, right? So most people do the sidewalk and it's just like a flat, usually has like the flat edges and the middle is like raised up a little bit. It's like a walkway. He'll take that same exact concrete and make it look as if it's a bunch of stones that are put together to make up that. It's called stamped concrete. So he does all that stuff. Super dope. So check out Allcrete. Check out House of Barbers. Shout out to the sponsors. Top 50 list, sir. Who that? Is that you trying to rap? That's definitely somebody I would have smoked their boots all day. That is somebody that would have got their boots smoked by me. There was no way he was rapping like me. Look, you see that arm right there? I could tell this kid right here, he may be like 17 years old. I'm smoking your boots, bro. You would have stood no chance.
Yo, I hear this nigga hating on me when I walk away. That's crazy. Anyway,
I would smoke this rapper. Thinks he's a rapper. He might think he's a DJ. This kid right here, I would have smoked his
keep
boots.
It a bean. Your man's was on the tables, you know what I mean? At the Classic Terrace Lounge down in New Biddy. You heard? Yeah, ones and twos. You know what I mean? Had that Serato jumping when Serato was first outside. We was out there doing that. Yeah,
definitely would have smoked them. But yo, Remy Hendrix made an appearance. What's going on, sir? I appreciate you.
Yo, Remy, send me my fucking verse, gang. I need that. Send my verse back. What's up? Let's get into this top 50 though, bro. It's time to put this to bed.
That's a good topic, Jacob. You might have to bring us on your show and we could talk about that. How about that? Put together these questions and let's bring me and Black over to your show. We would love to do that. We could talk about this show, do a little cross promo. That'd be dope. I'm gonna put up this list. I'm definitely.
I'm gonna send my rider over, Jacob. Send my rider to you, bro. I must have chamomile tea.
Oh my god.
And red Jolly Ranchers, bro. None of the undercolors. We don't do those.
Now I know. Now he know he capping because he didn't ask for the peaches, so he's capping.
I was gonna say something, keep it to myself. How we gonna do this today?
We're going to run down this list. We're going to put these motherfuckers on the list, and we're going to be done with this shit once and for all. You ready?
Bet.
Lil Durk. He belong on this list, man, for real?
That's why he's in tier 4. Yeah. We talked about him last week, gang.
All right, cool. Soulja Boy. Did he belong on this list?
Yo, you a fool. Yeah, I know what the hell's really good, but you a fool for that one.
That's all right.
Oh, my God. All right,
what you still love me.
I gotta pull up the stat machine. You said this is an extended episode, right?
If we want it to be that way, but I know you're tired.
We got time.
I know we spent 32 weeks with these people.
We did that.
So yo,
do they respect that?
They respect that. Soldier Boy, whack as hell. Soldier Boy, well, you're about to be surprised, King Jacob. We're gonna talk about it because I think there's a lot of people on this list that you probably would say are whack as hell. But when it comes to taking the ball, when you were given the opportunity, what did you do with it? That's basically what this list comes down to. You know, what did you do with it?
King Soldier.
Let's go.
I'm ready.
He is whack though. So anyway, Soldier Boy debuted when?
Yeah. Debut was in 2007.
2007. Okay. Yeah. People still talking about him as recent as a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And first album, when was his first successful song?
The biggest song to date. The most downloaded ringtone of all time in history of man.
Wow.
Crank That.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, King Jacob. Exactly.
Hey, call it what you want to call it, but it is the most downloaded ringtone of all time in the history of people on the planet.
Right. What's the name of the song though?
Crank That.
Oh, Crank That. Oh, okay. Yeah. You're right. So that song, what did it do as a song, not a ringtone?
See, I was looking at albums first because that's the only what you do. But I'm going down.
Yeah. No.
I got you. I got you. Crank That. 4 times platinum.
Jesus Christ.
Number 1 in the hip hop charts in America. Number 2 on the global charts. Number 1 in the R&B charts. Number 1 in Australia. Number 5 in Canada. Number 2 in New Zealand. Number 2 in the UK.
And he followed that single up with what? This is a Soldier Boy history lesson today.
Yeah, he got a few songs like Dunk. She got a dunk. She got a dunk. But his next big song was Kiss Me Through the Phone.
Oh, that's
everybody knows.
Yeah.
Went number 1 once again. Went platinum.
So, and these releases all came from the same album, the same project?
Kiss Me Through the Phone was from his second album.
Okay.
Next song was Turn My Swag On. Another big monster club song that still gets played today. Went gold, which is kind of crazy. Peaked at number 3 in the top 40. But even there, like 2 number 1s in the top 3 song, better than some of these niggas in tier 5. That's just factual. Pretty Boy Swag would probably be his next biggest song. Speakers Going Hammer, Blowing Me Kisses. These songs did relatively well.
The main focus, Black. The main reason why I wanted you to do that is just to remind the people on Soldier Boy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so go back up top like you was, and where are we at with these albums? Sale wise.
Gotta go way up because he, believe it or not, he has 31 official mixtape releases. It's pretty nuts, dog. Yeah. But his first album, SoldierBoyTellHim.com, went platinum. Peaked at number 1 on the US rap chart.
Okay. All right. It's a good debut. Great debut. And then what happened? What did number 2 do?
400,000.
And then was it all downhill from there, or did he revive?
427,000.
Okay. So he
nothing else charted.
Got you. So if we're talking about Nas's batting average, we gotta do the same right here, right? So his batting average is whack as hell.
Okay.
So when we talk about the song, so what's interesting is that Through the Phone wasn't enough to carry the second album to gold status. That's interesting to me. I would have guessed that at 100% it went gold.
So he sold over 400,000 records. You don't just give him honorary gold, or you gonna really hold that against him?
Nah, come on, man. It's not gold.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Yeah. Just thank you for asking. I appreciate it. So Soldier Boy, you know, besides him inventing everything first, right?
I remember now. Before you start denigrating this man,
no, I'm not.
He got 3 top 3 records.
3 top
a platinum album,
Mm-hmm.
Two other albums that almost went gold. And
would you consider his first one a classic?
Hell no, it was garbage.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
But it went platinum,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got the most successful downloaded song of all time.
What would you say? What's his impact on the industry? You think in 2000 by 2010, people were trying to sound like Soulja Boy?
It wasn't in sound; it was in how you got the music out, and I think that's his biggest contribution. Believe it or not, he was literally the first internet rapper. Like that's not a lie when he says that. That's where that whole shtick comes from. Like he was the first one where you literally, that was how he got his music outside. His first album was called iSouljaBoy.com. Like everything was like through streaming sites. It wasn't even a physical release until like a year and a half after his album was already outside in the world on streaming sites, right? On Napsters and all that kind of shit. So like he really was the first internet rapper.
Which is when you say that now, it's like word, you know what I mean? So that is impactful. That part is definitely impactful because you're changing the game. You're changing the game. So do we blame Soulja Boy for microwave music?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope. He made a song that was he made a song of the time. 2007, 2008 was pretty much still going on with the snap music. Franchise Boys, all them. Oh, I think they like me, lean with it, rock with it type of shit. That was the sound. Young Jock was outside. Like that was the sound, and he made a song that fit that sound, and it took the fuck off. So when talk about impact and influence, I mean, look, he don't got longevity. He been around doing weird shit, but musically he has no longevity. But his 18 months, like really shining, he shined super bright, bro. Got 3 top 3s and a platinum album, and he literally changed how music was done. Like he the reason why Napster and BearShare and LimeWire all them shits stopped being viable, because niggas was stealing all his shit. That's why he had like 20 mixtapes in his first year of being outside. Literally, he was releasing like 1 or 2 a month because everything was being pirated. He changed how music was handled on the internet. Does that matter for his rap career? Maybe not, but I mean,
it's an interesting one for me because I'm sitting here thinking like where I would place him, and it's like, damn, it's like he's almost like a flash in the pan, but he's not. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he did get the ball and do extraordinary things with it. He's like Derrick Rose.
Absolutely, that's a great comparison. Came out blazing bright, fumbled the bag, and then it was basically he was just around, but who cared?
He was just he was around, but who cared? Yo, it's almost a perfect analogy, you know. So I don't know, man.
He's not on this list for me, but it is. You can't deny what he did. And having a song that is an iconic classic song and Crank That, that if it comes on, everybody in the spot is still doing the dance.
Right.
15 years later, period. Don't matter if you're 40 or 20. But he ain't on this list, dog.
I feel like it's too much flash in the pan for me. That's basically what it is. You know what I mean? So that's what that is. So let me ask you this. We talked about this extensively last week towards the end of the show. So I just want to get a definitive answer from you. Heavy D and his accomplishments. Does he belong on this list?
No.
Okay. All right. I'll go with you. Let's talk about Andre 3000, bro. One half of one of the most successful rap groups in rap history. Too bad it's not a rap group list.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
You have pushed long and hard. Pause.
Super pause.
To talk about Andre 3000. So, my friend, the floor is yours about Andre 3000.
Let's just start with something that we all just heard a couple weeks ago. Not even. Outkast.
It's good, Walt. Nice.
Speaker Box, The Love Below. The highest selling rap album of all time. Let me say that again. Not an Outkast album, because that was not an Outkast album. Unlike some of these other albums that get released as group albums, this is not an Outkast album. The Love Below was an Andre 3000 solo album that got sold as part of a double album package with Speaker Box from Big Boy. The Love Below has gone Diamond.
Yeah.
The entire package has sold 13 million. So let's just do the math right there.
Crazy.
Big Boy did 3 million. Andre did 10 million records on his first solo joint.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my man Walter, man. Yeah, that's it. And he's definitely, I mean, we got to take the whole discography into consideration when we do things like this. And he definitely is part of some classic material with Outkast. You know what I mean? So he you can't regionalize them and say, oh, they were just the South, because that's not true.
So let's just go through it, and because I don't want to get hung, because I think some things don't need to be explained. Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music, platinum. AT Aliens, double platinum. Aquemini, triple platinum.
He's kept getting better.
Adonia, 5 times platinum.
Isn't that crazy? They still on one.
They still on Box The Love Below.
Oh, that's 13.
Motherfucking diamond. 13 milli.
Right.
Out of here, gang.
Yeah.
Idlewild soundtrack, platinum. Now we got to think about groups here. You can't get all the love for a group. You get part of the love. But when your group is only 2 people and you are singled out as Himothy, right? Nobody looking for the Big Boy verses. They looking for the Andre 3 Stacks verse. He can take 6 years off, come up, and his verses to that thing on go. Correct?
Correct.
I bet. When you have the highest selling rap album of all time, by the way, it's a concept love album.
Right. Right.
The Love Below got some of the weirdest songs on it.
Right.
When you're a part of probably arguably the greatest rap duo and probably either 1 or 2 greatest rap group of all time. And if you ask some of the bigger publications, Outkast is the greatest rap group of all time. Is there much to say? Should I look at the singles? By the way, he only has 1 official solo release. It's The Love Below, right? But I want to point out something to you, because I said this to you when we were talking about it, and I said that album is so fucking ridiculous. The amount of tracks that took off. Hey Ya
still played.
Went diamond.
Yeah, it's still played.
11 times platinum, gang.
It gets played everywhere. Commercials, movies, weddings, everywhere. It gets played everywhere. Listen, let's expedite. I wrote this dude in. Go ahead.
Let me finish this album. Yeah. The Way You Move was the next single. Platinum.
Way You Move.
Ghetto Music didn't hit. Roses came next. Double platinum. Prototype. Platinum. I'm done.
Yep.
I'm done.
I wrote this gentleman in tier 2. Do you agree or not?
Nah.
Where are you putting him?
Nah, he got a classic album. He probably got 2 classic albums, but for somebody he only got 1 release. Like, that's a ding. You get a mad love for the Outkast movement. I got him.
The impact is crazy.
His impact is big. It's part of Outkast. I think he's in tier 3. I don't think he's a tier 2 kind of guy. He don't got the output, bro. Can't do that.
All right. Next, Mr. Scarface.
You want to talk about this? Go ahead. This is no.
Scarface, I just think it's somebody that just needs to be mentioned when we talk about lists like this, because I think he goes unmentioned a lot, and I don't think it's fair because of his impact and the longevity that he's done. He's still spitting dope stories. Like, it's crazy. Like, right now, his health isn't the greatest. So shout out to Scarface, and I hope everything's okay with you. But even as recent as a few years ago, if you popped in something that he did recently, he still spits with authority and can tell a story very dope. And I know a lot of people in the South look up to him. He put, Texas on the map. Him with Ghetto Boys and all that. He's definitely been part of some classic material out there. I think he's respected by all his peers. If you ask me, Dying Breed is a classic album. So he definitely has a classic album, in my opinion. Definitely has one with the Ghetto Boys. So I'd be remiss to not talk about Scarface, because he was out here. He was that dude. He was doing it. He never was gonna have that commercial success that he had he never had the same commercial success that he had with Ghetto Boys as a solo artist.
Now we got the answer to him. So he's another one of those regional artists, and he comes from the era where you had to buy the music to even hear it.
Right.
So the fact that he has 4 platinum albums sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
But we talked about this with a couple other rappers before, where the album sales are almost identical, meaning that his core group they're the ones that bought that album, because our numbers are literally within like 10,000 each release. It's like a million, a million and 50,000, a million and 20,000,
that's dope, though.
30,000 consistent 4 platinum albums,
mm-hmm.
but not a single top 40 song ever. That to me, because of his era, as mostly a 90s guy, you look at his numbers differently because you understand that you had to buy it to even know if it was trash. Not taking away from Scarface, but if something resonated, some of those songs would have charted. None of those songs charted nationally, which means he was a regional artist. His region bought that music. But he
the song My Block didn't chart.
No.
And what about, you have it in front of you, Dying Breed? Did that go? What did that do?
Let me see what it did.
So
is that his song? Or is that
no, that's an album.
Boys.
Album.
Dying Breed album. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm just curious what the numbers are for that one.
Last of a Dying Breed?
Yeah.
Went gold.
It went gold. Okay, yeah. That's a dope album. If y'all haven't heard that album before, go listen to that. That shit is fire. Okay. So I do agree that he's a little bit more regional, and he never popped out all the way. Like with Ghetto Boys, Mind Playing Tricks on Me, that had him everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like that crossed over, but he never had one after that. So dope career, legendary career. That something that he can rest his, his whole, he has a whole, his whole estate is based off of what he did in music. So salute to that brother. But I don't think, like, he didn't move the units that even like a YouTube Ice Cube moved, or Busta or Fabulous, forget the DMXs and Nickies and Biggies and M's and Waynes and all that. He didn't move it like that. So I think this type of list he wouldn't make. What do you think about CeeLo Green? Interesting entry by me, only because I know of his history with Goody Mob and what he was able to do. I know that he's had a couple really big songs. I don't know if we consider him a straight rapper. He definitely started out rapping, but then moved over to something else. So I just wanted to mention CeeLo Green, Goody Mob, that wasn't going to go unmentioned, I should say. You have anything you want to add about CeeLo?
Yeah, CeeLo is another one of those guys who I think was around for a little bit, getting love and doing shit. He don't got a single gold album. He only has one actual song that broke into the top 40. And you know what that song is? Fuck You.
Yep. 7
times platinum. It's pretty fucking ridiculous.
That's crazy, bro.
And not another fucking song even went gold. Like the epitome of a mainstream one-hit wonder.
Right.
And this counts as pop music. Like none of that shit's even popping either. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like another one of those guys where I feel like he was around and you get a little buzz and you could eat in the industry, which he clearly did. And he also wrote for other artists, which is a lot of how he stayed relevant and getting to the bag. But as a rapper, he ain't it.
Right. King Jacob, man. We out here doing this, man. We got some dope conversations. Rec Boy said he never gave us 3 verses. He's the godfather of the Midwest. So listen, Texas guys really didn't use the radio. Most sold out of the trunk with scan guns and to hit the barcode, and the albums all reported to SoundScan. That's crazy. That's why when you think of regional rap, you think of Texas and the South more. Then you think of like Florida, Cali, New York. Sure.
New York got a regional rap scene, but you know what I mean. Like when you think regional, you think that South Midwest type of shit. Because niggas was out the trunk with it, and they couldn't break.
Right. My next favorite, highly favorited podcast host, Joe Button's on the list. We know he just has one commercially successful song by himself.
He's got 2 by himself.
What's the second one?
She Don't Put It Down.
Oh, who was that with? Did he have a feature on there?
Little Wayne. and Tank.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She don't put
Yeah.
it down like you.
Right,
She
right.
don't. Mm-hmm.
So he had 2 joints.
Mm-hmm.
Where I feel like his real value is in his mood music joints that hit the streets. He was owning them streets while he was doing the mood music, man. He had the streets on fire with them
Drop the
joints.
button.
You know, what he's done with Slaughterhouse was super dope. I think I would fall short of saying that the first Slaughterhouse album is a classic, but man, was that a good album, and he had a lot to do with that. So shout out to that. His street mixtapes, I don't think is, you can't deny what he was able to do there. But what he's done as a podcaster is why I put him on the list. Like, we got the Will Smiths and the Ice Cubes on here. We definitely gave them a little bit extra oomph because of their success outside of music, because they definitely gained success in that because of their music, right? And I feel like Joe Budden took it is kind of notoriety, right? I think people misuse the word notoriety, Black. They don't know what it means when they say it. He took whatever fandom and fan base he had from music and definitely was able to parlay that into a very successful podcast now for years, right? Super dope. Is that enough for you to consider him for the list, or is he just an honorable mention?
He's not even an honorable mention. And got one song that peaked at 38 for the rep charts, and that was Pump It Up. Another song that peaked at exactly 40 10 years later, which is good. One of them went gold. The other one sold 300,000 copies. Doesn't have a single album that went gold, not even close.
No credit for the mood music. I'm not hearing any of that from you, because that's the big
there,
credit.
but the numbers
you can't look at.
Right, but like there are people who make mixtapes, and like when they break 1 million records and all that shit, you see it, right? Bet Joe got one album from Dat Piff that's got 500,000 confirmed downloads. So I guess he got a gold mixtape, but like that shit is free. It's not even the same. So like, nah, it's not even. He not even in the game, bro. He the nigga who used to ball out in like junior college, and now he's like an assistant coach for like the G League Gators in Charlotte or some shit.
All right. So to keep it moving, I think that the next two, I think they might end up on the list. But we're gonna talk about. Let's go.
Yeah,
E40. What do you got? Nothing for E40?
Yeah, he got nothing, dog. Hold up, I'm scrolling. He got mad shit out, but
so much shit.
Nothing. Hold up. There we go. Found one. My Ghetto Report Card, 2006 album went gold.
Okay.
The Element of Surprise, 1998 went gold. Okay, there we go. His second album, In a Major Way, 1995 went platinum.
Okay.
Remember, it's 95 though. You got to buy the album, then you can hear it, right?
Yeah.
I think a barometer of if something was popping is your singles.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Game Related went gold from that 1995 album. And yep.
So that's where we're at with E40, because I had to say this, right? Because I told you in the pre-show, if you have a discussion about this and we're on the West Coast, people would be getting at us for not talking, at least bringing up E40. So I didn't want to be those guys and not bring them up.
But we're gonna talk about his singles that didn't work. So here's his biggest singles, and let's
talk about it.
Tell Me When to Go. Peaked at 35.
Okay.
Went gold.
On the overall charts, 35.
Yeah, 35.
Wow, that's pretty big.
It's not as big as you would think.
No, but if you got a song in the overall top 100, I mean that's
sure.
That's
but
pretty good.
How about this though? His next song was way bigger than that, and you won't think so. You and That, trying to get to you and that booty. Him and T-Pain. Number 4, and it went platinum. Way bigger song than Tell Me When to Go. Isn't that something?
Yeah, it is.
Way bigger.
I don't even remember that song that much. Good for you for remembering the melody. I like that.
And then everybody knows that he came out of nowhere several years later with Choices. Yup. Nope. Interesting one. It went platinum, but it never charted on the rap charts.
That's
so what
weird.
that means is that it was the simmering track that was probably viral, and people caught on to it way later. Normally, when I see things like that, it didn't blow. That song was out, and it took probably a year or two before it actually started making the rounds. If you think about Choices, I believe it did. I think a commercial actually broke that song, right? Wasn't it a commercial?
May have been.
That actually made that song pop. It wasn't from the album that it got off. It was something else.
Right. It's like a movie or something. Right.
Yeah. And then it started to bubble, but it never even charted. But it was platinum.
So while he is a West Coast legend, and when he raps, I don't understand shit that he says. We had to talk about him because he has a large body of work. He has had some success. I know.
What do you think is the biggest record he's ever been on? Clearly, I haven't mentioned it yet. It's not his record, but he was on it.
Right. So he's a feature on the record. With Missy? Wasn't he with Missy?
Yeah, but it's not that one.
It's not? Oh, I would have thought that one. So I missed. So what is it?
Big Sean.
Oh.
I don't fuck with you.
Oh, shit.
That song went 7 times platinum, gang.
Yeah.
And that's why my last sneaky pick for this list is Big Sean.
Okay. So let's transition right there. Let's transition right here. So E40 is a no, y'all.
Big no.
But let's talk about Big Sean. When was his debut? He has longevity, right? We can't be talking about no new jacks out here, but Big Sean been here for a minute.
Debut album 2011.
Yeah, okay.
Finally famous.
So he got a dozen years in the game.
Yeah, platinum. Next album, Hall of Fame, platinum. Both of these records debuted at #1 in the hip hop charts, by the way. Third album, Dark Sky Paradise, #1 on rap and R&B and alternative. Double platinum.
Oh, double?
Fourth album, I Decided, #1 on hip hop and R&B and alternative. Platinum. Fifth album, Detroit 2, #1 on rap and R&B and alternative. Platinum.
Yep. Too short on the list, Jacob. He's in tier 5.
Yeah.
Big Sean. Can we talk about some of his singles right quick?
Of course. He has some monster singles, and this is what's really crazy about him. So his debut song, My Last with Chris Brown, went platinum. Cool. But it hit #1 on the rap charts. Everybody knows ass 4 times platinum. Very next record, Mercy, which was on the Kanye West album, but is considered a Big Sean record. Another 4 times platinum. Very next song was Click from the Kanye album, but considered the Big Sean record. 4 times platinum. Guap, platinum. Beware with Lil Wayne and Janae Aiko, 3 times platinum.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. With E40, 7 times platinum. Paradise, platinum.
That boy took
Kanye, 5 times platinum. Should I
stop? He took the ball. Yeah. He
changed the world, platinum. Play No Games, platinum. Champions, double platinum.
Do you see a total? Do you have a total?
Bounce Back, 6 times platinum.
Does it total it for you at any point?
It doesn't, singles? But you can kind of do it colloquially. I mean, he probably sold 50 million records.
I was gonna say like 40, 50 million.
And like 10 million records, 10 million albums, and like 50 million singles.
That's crazy.
Yeah, his numbers is nuts.
His numbers are crazy. To me, that's a person who took the ball and absolutely ran with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
if you say his name though, the fact that he wasn't even on your radar, I feel like he's taken that way a lot by people.
He is. He slept on. He slept on. He is 100% slept on.
Jacob, you could say that except at his biggest songs, he has 3 records that are 6 times or 7 times platinum, and they were all solo joints. Had nothing to do with Kanye. They're bigger than the Kanye.
So you were answering King Jacob. Okay, yeah. Where he at on the list, man? Because I think that career right there is 100% worthy of the list.
Where would you put him with those kind of numbers?
Besides 3 Stacks and Will, he would have more than everybody in tier 3. Maybe not, because maybe not DMX or Future.
I think
He's
that
probably
50's too high. 50's actually skewing that tier.
Right, because if he came down a little bit, because I feel like Jeezy, D, Fabulous, Future, 3 Stacks, they like have all this multi-platinum shit going on.
So does Sean. 50
That's what
don't.
I'm saying.
50 should be in tier 4.
So, right. So, but if we look at tier 2, he kind of has comparable numbers to a Ludacris, to what
he doesn't.
He doesn't. Big Sean doesn't have the same.
Nah, he's a step below them. Like these tier 2, all the albums went triple platinum, gang. Remember, all the albums went triple platinum. He has singles that went that, but his albums went like platinum, gold, platinum.
So, all right, Big Sean's in. Juvie
the Great.
Juvenile. Back that ass up. Is that his biggest song?
Of course, and it's not even close.
Right.
That song get played at weddings.
How many times over?
Yeah, let me go find it.
Because
it's gonna be something fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of times over.
Back that ass up. Interesting.
I'm gonna guess 3 times platinum.
Nope. The version from his album only went gold.
Okay. But the version from where? Like a soundtrack somewhere?
Yep. Went 9 times platinum.
From what soundtrack did it end up on?
John and Kate and Mary make a porno.
Oh wow.
It's a comedy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
So all right, so let's just run his discography real quick.
Other singles. Obviously, that was number 1 song in the country. Slow Motion with Soulja Slim was also number 1 in the country and went gold. Rodeo peaked at number 7 and went gold. Know Your Clap peaked at number 9 and went gold. Yeah, gang, and that's it.
And then what about Hot Boy? What about his Hot Boy stuff?
I can go look at it. It doesn't. Remember, I can't look at it that way. It's like a different person.
Right.
If we go look at his albums right quick.
Oh yeah, you stay there.
400 Degrees went 4 times platinum. His debut.
Yeah.
The G Code went platinum and hit number 1. Project English went gold and hit number 2. Juvie the Great went platinum and hit number 2. Reality Check went gold but debuted at number 1.
That's the machine.
It is.
That's the machine doing that.
So how you feel about that? Here's a guy with I think people consider 400 Degrees a classic Southern album.
They do.
They really do. 4 times platinum. He's got a 9 times platinum song, and then a couple of gold records. Not the longest run. Just kind of came out and kind of popped off. We can look at the Hot Boy shit, but I think they only got 3 records that was really released commercially. Right. And then it was done.
They had to be because like one of them went to jail. Wasn't that their whole clique?
Yeah.
So I'm just curious, like, because like, what did Hot Boys didn't do? Lil Wayne and them did the Bling Bling song, right?
Hot Boys did that.
They did. Okay, yeah.
Get It How You Live was just the first Hot Boys record, went 400,000. The second one was Guerrilla Warfare, which went platinum and debuted at number 1. And then Let 'Em Burn debuted at number 3, but didn't go gold.
And then so their singles is Bling Bling and what?
Bling Bling is considered a Big Timers record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember. Hold up though, with Cash Money, all the early shit is all flawed because like Baby and them was robbing them. That's part of why they broke up. Right. So a lot of those records they don't even get credit for.
Right, where they should have. Right.
But I guess the song that you would think about is that's a Hot Boys record is I Need a Hot Girl. Oh, what you on? I want a hot girl. That peaked at 23 on the US R&B chart. Yeah.
Oh wow.
R&B chart.
Good job.
Yeah.
What you think about Juvie, man?
Came out like a supernova and then was getting jerked. And then when he tried to go independent, it didn't work. And that was it. Another D Rose. Crazy. First album goes 4 times platinum. You get a record that's 9 times platinum. That makes you a one-hit wonder. I like Know Your Clap, but that ain't gonna do it. I like Down Bottom and Drag On, but that ain't enough, gang.
It's interesting. He was everywhere during that run. Like you couldn't get away from Juvie. You played in the clubs. It was played on the fucking TV, like commercials and shit, like every fucking where. You know what I mean? That was crazy. I already know. I put Royce here just because I love Royce the 5'9". He the man, but I know he don't belong on a top 50 list. Top 50 lyricists, we could talk about it. But not top 50 all time. Flow Rider, hip hop artist or not? We've had. I feel like we've touched on this a couple different times. So where do you stand? Because if we talk about him, his numbers are crazy.
He's a pop. He's a pop rapper.
He's a pop rapper.
Yeah, he's Pitbull, and y'all told me that Pitbull don't count, so he can't count. He don't get rocks for me blow your whistle, baby, whistle. Like, nah, we not doing that, bro. He don't get that. Okay. If Pitbull can't get off and Pitbull literally be rapping before he went pop, Flow Rider ain't got no place over here, gang.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's talk about MC Hammer. Let's get MC Hammer's numbers.
I was gonna talk about Young Thug because I already got his numbers up.
Oh, okay, let's do it. Yeah, you on here.
Young Thug is interesting because Young Thug been around for a long time, but in the beginning he had label trouble. So all of his releases for like his first 6-7 years is all considered mixtapes.
Right.
So you don't get reliable numbers from the mixtapes.
Right.
Which is nuts. Officially, he only has 3 album releases. For somebody that's been around for 15 years, he only has 3 albums that's actually released under his name. A bunch of mixtapes. And here's how I can prove that point. He don't got album sales because of the era that he's in when he's releasing albums. But his singles, check this out. Started 2014. Stoner, Gold, Old English, Gold, Check went platinum, Best Friend went platinum, Pick Up the Phone went double platinum, Wyclef Jean went platinum, Gang Up went gold, The London went 3 times platinum, Hot with Gunner went platinum, Go Crazy with Chris Brown with 3 times platinum, Stay Down went gold, Bad Boy with Wale went platinum, Potion went gold, You went on his newest album just went gold. Some good sales.
Sure. We did talk about Jadakiss because no groups, Big Face. This is just solo artists, and we talked about Jada, and Jada is a very regional type of dude. He's loved in New York and the tri-state, but if you really take a peek at the whole career, they didn't do anything like anybody on this list. But we love Jada around here. Right. Young Thug.
Thug for me, bruh, is I know he's revered in his generation. Even though he don't got crazy platinum albums, he got 8, 9, 10 super successful songs. His mixtapes he's known for his mixtapes. His whole Barter series, he got 6 of them. Go crazy. He's influential as hell. To me, he's like a tier 5 in this list. If it was influence alone, he'd be like a tier 2, which is kind of crazy. That early career shit where he couldn't get his rocks off and his albums off is killing him. Because when you look back at his career, he's not going to have the numbers to make it make sense. But he was going platinum out of the trunk, and he did that several times. His business wasn't right. Paperwork wasn't right. So he suffered for that.
I'm all right with him being in tier 5. I think that he because like I know who he is, and I wasn't even rocking with his music like that, and I know who he is, so I know the impact was there. I put him in tier 5. Longevity wise, I mean, I guess he got the same kind of run that Game got, because Game only had that little tiny itty bitty run, and he's just a fanboy of his, so he's on the list. So to me,
crazy. Yo, hold up, Thug been out here for a decade. What you talking about?
A decade? Yeah, exactly. That's just a decade.
The Game got like a 3-year run. Thug really been him. Like he got other albums I didn't even call out, or other tracks, like his shit with some of his biggest songs are credited to Birdman because he was one of those signed to Cash Money artists. So these songs were coming out, these big songs, and he didn't get any kind of fucking back in for it because it was considered baby or Cash Money releases or Rich Gang releases, but it was Young Thug songs. Like he's really got him if it was just like his business is right, you know what I'm saying? But I hear you, bro. I hear you. Who next, man? Is it Pun? We talk about Pun yet?
Yeah, let's talk about Pun. I mean, we talked about him a little bit when we talked about Fat Joe. To me, like just thinking about it in the mix of the conversation and knowing what he was able to do before his untimely death, kind of I don't even say it's not even like Derrick Rose though, because he came out, he batted 1,000 on the way out. That's 100%. We all know that. His first album, I feel, is a classic. He had the mega hit, you know what I'm saying, that still gets played today. Was Still Not a Player.
How well you think Still Not a Player did?
How well? I think that because there's a remix of it.
Yeah, so I'm Not a Player, and then there's Still Not a Player with Joe.
So Still Not a Player with Joe, I feel did very well. The first one probably just did whatever. I don't even think it did anything. But the second, that one with Joe, I feel probably went, I don't know, like a double or triple platinum.
Gold.
The song by itself, say word. That's crazy to me.
It peaked at 24
on the overall charts.
Yep.
Wow.
Hit 13 this first week on the rap charts. Second week it was 31st. Third week it was 55th. Fourth week it dropped out.
Wow. I would never have thought that. Especially the way the song gets used and played.
Right. But I think it's one of those things where I think after his death, that song proliferated more because you heard it more. But I think Pun, when he came out, was super regional. I think he was.
Yeah.
He wasn't out long enough. Like he was literally like New York tri-state kind of nigga. Yeah. And that song was getting played at the bodega and in the corners, and then you know what I mean, at the Puerto Rican Day Parade, like it.
Yeah.
But that was not like a global song by any stretch.
Yeah. Yeah, I think now it might be. I think people
now
globally know, people know that song globally now. Big Pun, salute to Big Punisher. One of my favorite MCs of all time. I tell people all the time he could be in my top 3 sometimes. I put all 3 bigs up there.
I gotta mention his 2 posthumous singles that went crazy, which is It's So Hard with Donald Jones.
Yep.
Classic record. Classic, like in the vein of I'll Be Missing You kind of classic.
Yep.
And then How We Roll with Ashanti.
Yep. How We Roll is a dope song.
Both of those songs hit the top 20. Both of them went gold.
Big Pun, super dope. Shout out to the Boricuas out there and to him and his family. Shout out to Fat Joe for bringing him to us. You know what I mean? And I just think he suffers from his impact was dope. I think people really were inspired by Pun, especially if you were a writer, like the rapper. Like he was your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. That's the type of dude he was. And I think people look for the Pun verse when he was out here doing features and stuff. And, we all know that he did shine on a couple of those real heavy hitter, like collaboration pieces. Like somehow with Nas and Raekwon on tracks and stuff, you're looking for the Pun verse. Like that's crazy to me. But yeah, it just wasn't long enough. It just wasn't long enough. The body of work. I think if he would have stayed alive, I think this is a way different conversation. And he probably would make the list. But I think just the longevity part cuts him short of making the list. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, longevity's killing him.
That's to me, that's the only thing that's killing him, because it definitely wasn't ability, definitely wasn't the appeal, definitely wasn't the ability to make music that people wanted to listen to. It was just a matter of like, because had he been alive for the How He Rolls and all that, I mean, it would have been a different story. You know what I'm saying? So he was set to take off. It just sucks that he didn't get to see that to fruition. So shout out Big Pun, and honorable mention for me.
Sure.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people that we gotta get on this list. MC Hammer in.
Hold on, bro. Gucci Mane.
Mm-hmm.
Super interesting guy.
Yeah. He sold a lot, I feel like.
I said this a lot. People hated on me. Gucci Mane was a failed rapper in the 2000s. Nobody liked him. We laughed at him. He sucked and all that shit. Gucci Mane went to jail, came back, put ice cream on his cheeks. This is real though, and took the fuck off. His first 5 albums didn't even chart. He got dropped by Tommy Boy. He got dropped by LaFleur. He got dropped by Warner Brothers. 5 albums that were duds. No charting, no singles, no nothing. The fact that he became who he became is nuts. Album number 6, The State versus Roderick Davis, when he first got out of jail, went platinum. 2 more duds, didn't even chart albums. And then in 2016, 15 years after his debut, 15 gang, with mad chances, he took off. Everybody looking, 2016, number 1 on the rap charts, went gold. The same year, 4 months later, The Return of East Atlanta Santa went gold. Mr. Davis, next album, next year, platinum. Evil Genius, next album, peaked at number 1 on the hip hop charts, went platinum. Make It Make Sense, The Illusions of Grandeur, next year, peaked at number 2, went platinum. This guy put out 12 albums that all flopped before he took off. Not That's bullshit mixtapes. He was signed to a major, several majors, and couldn't break through.
Right.
And 15 years later, took off.
Isn't that crazy? He's Geno Smith.
Makes sense. I like that. I like that. I don't think he got no classics, nothing like that. I'm not the biggest Gucci fan. His mixtape work, though, is iconic. He's got 80 fucking mixtapes. He floods the streets. It's pretty ridiculous. So salute to him, and his influence on his era is crazy. We all know about Icy, which I think was like his big breakout song with Young Jeezy. That song didn't even go gold, y'all. As much as we all know that song, didn't even go gold.
That's crazy, right? That you know it and it didn't go like that.
Yeah. Lemonade, though, which I think was his true breakout, went double platinum. Spotlight went platinum. Wasted went platinum. And then he was quiet for 11 years, and then he came out with his next 4 songs went platinum.
That's crazy that he was able to do that.
And then he was quiet for 3 years, and then came out with the single with Drake, both that went 4 times platinum. And then I Get the Bag with Migos went diamond.
That's crazy.
Make this shit make sense, bro.
That's
if you look
crazy.
At his matter of fact, and then Wake Up in the Sky with Bruno Mars went 6 times platinum. This is a failed rapper. This is somebody who couldn't chart, who couldn't break, who got dropped by 3 major labels, went to prison, came out, reinvented himself, put an ice cream on his face, lost weight, got into shape, became a dad, and took the fuck off.
That's crazy.
In his mid-30s.
I salute that.
Gucci Mane, and absolutely, and is super influential in his region. So I'm gonna say this and don't hate what I'm going to say. Gucci Mane tier 4. His influence, his impact, his sales.
He sold too much to be in tier 5.
Facts.
You know,
it's crazy.
He saw it through to the end too. Like, yo, shout out to him, because he should be a testament for people who want to quit on shit.
Another one, 2 Chainz.
You know what I'm saying?
2 Chainz is a very similar story. It took him a decade before he finally broke. You know what I mean? Not Sporty Thieves. He was signed to Wayne and Ludacris and them. You know what I mean? Disturbing the Peace, and took him a decade in the rebrand.
Isn't that
he
crazy?
Stopped being Titty Boy.
Let's talk about it.
Who's next?
MC Hammer.
Where do you think Hammer is at, bro?
We talked about Hammer. We talked about how ridiculous his album is. And I think what he had, like 4 songs on that album that all went platinum.
Did we talk about Hammer? I don't remember.
A little bit. Yeah, we did. We talked about him a little bit. I think what we hit our head on was because the impact he had was crazy for that time. He had people dancing. He had people wilding. It was a short run. It wasn't that long. So let's bring up MC Hammer and really just take a quick dive.
First album was independent release, so we're gonna skip that. His first major release, which is album number 2. Let's get it started with Capital with double platinum, peaked at number 1 on the US R&B charts and number 30 in the rap charts. And then the classic, Please Hammer, Don't Hurt Him.
Right.
Number 1 in every genre except country and rock.
That's crazy.
Diamond.
Yeah, Diamond. And how many singles on there that went at
It's
least
a different
gold?
list. I can show you after I get past the
Okay.
albums.
Okay. Yeah.
Follow-up album was Too Legit to Quit.
Mm-hmm.
Triple platinum.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's
Fourth album,
crazy.
The Funky Headhunter.
Mm-hmm.
Platinum.
Black, refresh my memory from the first official release to that album. What's the time span?
88 to 91.
See, it's okay, go ahead.
It's a short run.
It's crazy.
He put out
What
two
he
more
did.
albums afterwards, and they did nothing.
Right.
Didn't even chart.
Right.
Let's look at his singles though.
Mm-hmm. His singles are gonna be stupid.
Some garbage, a bunch of garbage. First 5 songs, garbage. You Can't Touch This.
Mm-hmm.
Gold.
That's it.
Have You Seen Her? Gold. Pray. Gold.
Mm-hmm.
Too Legit to Quit. Platinum. Adam's Groove, which was the Adams Family song.
Mm-hmm.
Gold.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
That's crazy that You Can't Touch This only went gold, right? Did it get released on something else that maybe their sales are there?
Maybe, but I don't see a reference here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Interesting, right? Because wouldn't you have thought You Can't Touch This was way more than that?
I think what it is that they don't count the singles in that era because the album sells. So that album that record's on went diamond.
Right.
So in theory, if it was like today with the streams, those singles went diamond. People were definitely listening to them. The fact that that song went gold meant 500,000 people went and bought the single, but 10 million bought the entire album. So I look at it differently. It's not a flop. Those songs probably went 20 times platinum. Yeah,
no, the certainly not a flop. They still talk about You Can't Touch This to say they still play Pray. They still like there's a Too Legit to Quit gets played all the time. Like,
well, he really only got 4 songs, gang.
Yeah,
You Can't Touch This.
Mm-hmm.
We got to pray just to make it today. Too Legit to Grit, and then probably Adam's Groove.
Mm-hmm. It's the Diamond album on why he can't be ignored. For me, he nestles right in either tier 4 or 5. Where would you put him?
That's nuts. He's definitely not tier 4, gang. That's super nuts.
So like, I think he's in here.
His run was long enough. I think he got a diamond album. I think we can put him in 5. And
I think having a diamond album, but also preceding it and afterwards he had platinum releases. That's crazy. That's crazy.
But he don't get no wins for pumps and on bumps. When him trying to go hard, he don't get no rocks for that.
I've been dying to talk about Pusha T because I really want to know, because I feel like he has some hidden singles that may have done a lot of work. Can we look up Pusha T, please?
Got it. King Push.
Yeah.
Push. Virginia Beach.
Who beat up Drake. Do you think he won that battle with Drake?
He did. He won that.
Yeah.
Let's start with the clips because it's short, but it's where he comes from.
Right.
Debut album, Lord Willing, went platinum, peaked at number 1. Considered by a lot of people to be a classic album. Mm-hmm. If you don't agree, I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. But it is brought up. It is in
people fuck with that album. Yeah,
they really do.
They do.
Hell Hath No Fury was their follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
Peaked at number 2, only sold 200,000 copies. People do really like the bars, but don't got the sales. And then Till the Casket Drop, which is the album they released after his brother went to church. They still put it out, but no promo. Right. So it flopped as an album.
Mm-hmm.
But Lord Willing is really that album.
Yeah.
Now, as a solo artist, he don't got a big discography because you remember they was putting out an album and then he did the little Star Trek shit with Pharrell and them, and then he kind of went quiet for a little while, and then he popped back up like 5 years later with Kanye. So like I think he was done, or at least it looked like he was done. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't. He wasn't outside.
Gotcha. Does he have a hidden single that I'm not recognizing as doing very well? Or maybe he probably just was featured on something that killed it.
He was on some big songs.
Yeah.
But let's look at his albums. My Name Is My Name. Nope. He don't even got a gold album, dog, which is kind of crazy because I feel like the streets love his music.
Word.
He don't got the numbers.
That's
singles.
Crazy.
The biggest song he was on was Mercy, 7 times
Mm-hmm.
platinum. But once again, that's considered a Big Sean song.
Right.
And if you heard the story about how that song got made, it does make sense. It was a Big Sean song that Jay-Z wanted to jump on, and so on and so forth. It is, believe it or not, his only song where he's considered a main artist that has any kind of certification.
Interesting. It's crazy when you really start talking about the shit. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Now, I think the song that you're thinking about is Grinding.
Right. Grinding. Yeah.
And that song,
Clips, no?
that was Clips.
Yeah.
But Grinding went platinum, peaked at number 10.
Yeah, that makes sense. Overall?
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. Top 10 songs overall. That's not easy, man.
When the Last Time peaked at number 8 with Khaleesi Pharrell. Ma, I Don't Love Her broke into the top 40 at 40 with Faith. Ma, I Don't Love Her.
You think
just
what's up? You think, generally speaking, looking at our list, do you think we did a good job of including people like features that they did on other people's stuff, or do you think that we ignored that a little?
A little bit. But believe it or not, like the biggest songs that you're on, we talk about. So like,
yeah,
Pusha was on a few songs that was okay, but if it charted, I would see it. He'd be like a featured artist, and I'd see the song. So like when somebody has a big artist never featured, I think we talked about it. Okay, but normally it's not these 3 and 4 person songs that go crazy. It's not those songs.
Right. It's true. So Pusha T, while he does have some popularity, I don't think that he is of the same ilk as the people that are listed on this list. You know, right. So what about a guy like Q-Tip, who always going to get credit for production? He's always going to get credit for Tribe Called Quest. Did a couple of things on his own. Where are we at with Q-Tip? Does he have a discography on his own aside from Tribe that could get him on this list?
Oh, by itself? Yeah, nah. His production would get him on the list. But as a solo artist, he has 3 albums. Amplified went gold.
Yeah.
And then The Renaissance and Kamal the Abstract went Woulda Dud.
Right. Yeah, I remember that one not doing well.
If we look at the Tribe Called Quest stuff, albums,
it's gonna be Scenario.
The Low End Theory,
went
platinum. Midnight Marauders went platinum.
That's
Beats, Rhymes, and Life went platinum.
Pause right there, though.
Yep.
We're saying it went platinum, but these are
literally like
classic albums, though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
They're all under 1.1 million though. So like literally platinum.
But they're classic though. Like Low End Theory is a classic hip hop album, period. Midnight Marauder is a classic hip hop album, period. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Beats, Rhymes, and Life and all that, you know, people will argue it, but those two, you know, shout out to Q-Tip, man. His production's off the hook. He is
Scenario, the only top 40 song they have.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Can I Kick It actually went gold as well. I'm sorry. It's bigger than Scenario. Scenario just charted in other countries. Can I Kick It only went number 8. Went number 8, but only in the States. And it didn't chart anywhere else. I haven't been saying it about a lot of songs, but most of the songs, if they go platinum here, they at least go gold in other regions. So it stuck out. Can I Kick It was number 8 in US, but didn't chart anywhere else.
Their Vibrant thing didn't go?
No, and that's not a Q-Tip song. That's a Violator song. That's one of those tricky things.
Oh shit! Okay,
it's literally considered the Violator.
Copy.
Violator yeah. But that's a good call out. That song probably went double platinum.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was very popular. That song. I remember when that summer came out. How about, you know, we got a couple of classic pioneers basically on the list right now. We got Big Daddy Kane. I wanted to take a look at his discography and just to see what he was able to do, because anything he did was Big Daddy Kane. So, you know, nobody's gonna get credit for his shit.
Sure. Big Daddy Kane, first 2 albums went gold. Long Live the Kane, and It's a Big Daddy Thing. 88 and 89. Both. Oh no. Peaked at number 5 first week and number 4 first week for his first 2 albums respectively. Dropped out of the top 40 in week 2.
Okay.
Nothing else charted.
Got you. And what
Singles. Smooth Operator.
Yeah.
Peaked at number 1. Went gold.
Good job.
Ain't No Half Stepping. Didn't break top 40.
Half stepping. Yo, shout out to the pioneer, the king, the legend, Big Daddy Kane.
Is there a song you would expect to have been big? Because I'm looking, bro, and like a lot of this is just like 98 first week and then out of the charts.
Yeah, no, for me, I knew it was gonna be Smooth Operator, and then after that, it probably been like I would have thought either like Warm It Up Kane would have been one, but if it wasn't Warm It Up Kane, I would have went to Ain't No Half Stepping. So yeah, I just want to, when you talk about top 50 artists in hip hop all time, there's certain names I want to come up and just to get touched on. Shout out to the legend Big Daddy Kane. There's people out here rapping because he rapped, so that's super dope.
Facts.
Yep. Slick Rick, man, where we at? Slick Rick. Slick Rick has a classic album.
Which album is that?
His what? The Great Adventures of Slick Rick? Are you crazy? Do you got to go home and do your homework? Oh my god!
So the Great Adventures of Slick Rick went platinum. Debuted at number 4. Second week hit number 1, which is an odd thing in hip hop. Normally you start high, just drop. But it went from 4 to number 1, and then back down to 4. Went platinum, and then nothing else charted.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, take it back. Sorry. The Art of Storytelling in 1999, his last album went gold.
Nice. That's a good thing. Curious about his singles, because Children's Story obviously is a legendary song. People out here throwing it in every way they can. Yep. What did Children's Story do?
Number 2 in the rap charts. I actually went 39th in the dance charts as well.
Wow.
5th in the R&B charts. Went platinum.
Wow. Yeah, that was a big song for him. What was his next biggest song?
I Shouldn't Have Done It. Living Large soundtrack.
Yeah.
Went gold. Hey Young World and Teenage Love both started in the charts, but did not sell.
Oh, Teenage Love? They didn't sell units, really?
I guess the next big song would be
Don't Hurt Me.
Behind Bars of Warren G and Sitting in My Car. Both started off at 11th in the US, but then quickly dropped out of the charts. Behind Bars of Warren G went gold, and that was it.
Shout out to Slick Rick, the storyteller extraordinaire, man. He's the one that put that flair on it, man. And I think legit, he spawned a bunch of rappers to this day that, reverend him as one of the best storytellers of all time. I love him because he. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say, when you look at the numbers, though, like it tells you the story about how we view our legends and shit like that, right? Like it kind of points it out to you, like, yo, these people be really regional. That is a viable career path. People think you have to be Drake to be successful, and you don't.
No,
like the names we're talking about, these are revered icons in the game,
right?
And they may have all had one song that actually did something on a national level,
right? And
they still made a career out of it. They still ate off of it. They're still respected off of it.
Yeah.
So it's a level. So when you hear somebody like Big Sean do multi-platinum albums, multi-platinum albums, you can't overlook him and not like bring up his name, because that he did something that his contemporaries don't even do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Talk about your boy Swizz Beatz.
Swizz Beatz. He does have 2 albums as a solo credited artist.
Okay.
One Man Band Man actually debuted at number 1 in the rap charts and went platinum, dog.
Okay.
And then 11 years later, he dropped Poison, which is that mixtape that he had, which peaked at 39th and didn't go gold. I'm sorry. Swizz Beatz Presents Ghetto Stories is also his. and that peaked at 50th on the U.S. charts, but actually went 10 on the R&B charts and went gold. As a lead artist, because we're talking about rapping, Bigger Business. Remember that? Isley Brothers, Jadakiss, Snoop, Diddy, Crazy Song went platinum. It's Me Bitches went platinum. Money in the Bank went gold. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. He's on a bunch of platinum songs as a featured artist, but for Swiss, most of that is ad libs.
So if I name production,
right, but I mean no, but as a featured artist though, it'll be mostly the ad libs. If I name them, be like, these is big records, dog. But they not really like Spit These Balls from Drag On. He's doing the chanting and shit. Hey yo, you know what I mean?
Right.
Get it on the floor, set it off like that with Memphis Bleak. We in here with DMX. New York shit with Busta Rhymes. My Drink and My Two Step with Cassidy. He's doing the hook. Like he's on a lot of charting songs. Swing Your Rag with T.I. Who's Real with Jadakiss. But his thing was ad libs. He did that a lot, and he got credit for it.
I think that if this is the top 50 producer list, he's on it automatically. Yeah. As he's not on a list as a rapper though.
Nah, he's not.
So here we are, Black. 9 o'clock at night. We've been out here for 2 hours.
We did that.
We got 252. 252. That's 9. We still have 10. How we still have 10? I miscounted before. So we have some spots to fill out. So what do you want to do about this?
We only got 8 slots.
8 slots left.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do? You want to finish?
We got to make this make sense. We got a whole list of people to the right. Before we even talk about that, is there anybody you think we forgot to mention or even consider in this conversation?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I'm 100% sure we've forgotten somebody, but off top, nobody that I can think of at the moment. Do you have a sneaky name that we need to talk about?
I think, and look, I could be overlooking it. It's probably going to be somebody that you're not thinking of, and they might even skew a little bit younger. Remember, the careers now, even if these kids is like 30, they've had like 10 albums in like 6 years. It's different.
Right.
So the output is through the fucking roof.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I'm thinking nobody jumps out like an immediate overlook.
Right.
Off the top.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do we do a top 40 and eliminate?
What you mean?
Do we take people from tier 5 and move them into the other tiers and eliminate?
If there's nobody else that we think needs to jump into this thing, then let's start giving more weight for the leftovers for other things outside of just numbers and get them on the list.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like I'm with you. I think that you take somebody like looking at tier 3. I think you would take like,
I moved 50 already.
Yeah, I think 50 needed to go down. I mean, see, I'm not mad at where these people are placed.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not, bro.
I'm really not. Do we
like who can be in tier 2 from that's on that board right now? Because I was looking at that and I'm thinking like,
I think you can make an argument. You can make an argument for, like I said, I think you make an argument for Big Sean, for probably Future or Big Sean.
Future way more influential, but Sean got more sales. But if you're gonna ask somebody who the wave is, they're gonna say Future before they say Sean. Like he's just
all day
look like that.
He is
kind of nuts.
But we don't overlook.
Sure.
We don't overlook. So
I mean, X run was too short. Like it's literally 5 years. Now he got 4 multi-platinum albums.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy, but I don't think that's tier 2. You know what I'm saying? Fab don't got the numbers. Jeezy is 3 albums that really put him on the map. He don't got the numbers. I don't think Will got the numbers. I can look again. I don't think he has the numbers though.
I mean,
his soundtrack songs
he just got
is what
mega
make him so
hits.
relevant.
Right. And the fact we with Will Smith we also considered that, he started out rapping and parlayed that into the acting career. That's why we included that in it. He wasn't an actor that turned rapper. He was a rapper that turned that and his story into acting and then ran with that shit. So that's why that got considered in his success.
Big Willie Style, his first solo album, almost went diamond. It's 9 times platinum.
It's crazy, bro. No, because like Miami's on there.
No, that's Millennia.
That's word?
That's the second album, Millennia.
Because you're not counting DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. You're looking at just Will Smith. Yet.
Just Will Smith. Millennium went double platinum. Born to Reign went gold, and then Lost and Found went gold. So he only put out 4 albums as a solo artist. One went damn near diamond. Second went double platinum, and then the last 2 went gold.
Right. And if you go look at the singles, it's stupid.
The DJ Jazzy Jeff shit. I mean, he's the DJ. I'm the rapper. Went 3 times platinum.
Yeah.
Home Base went platinum, and then you got 2 gold records. If you look at the singles,
that's so successful, bro. That's nothing but
Parents
success.
Parents Don't Understand went gold. Summertime only went platinum.
Still played to this day.
Yeah, Ring My Bell went gold. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme.
That's
never
so dope.
charted.
It's dope
but probably got to be quadruple platinum right now in the hood. You feel me?
Yeah,
Boom, Shake the Room went platinum.
Yeah, I remember that song.
Will Smith singles. Men in Black.
It's stupid.
Interesting. Went platinum. It was number 1 everywhere in the world, believe it or not. Every single chart.
Wow.
But it only sold 1 million copies.
We are Men in Black. That song in Miami almost sound identical.
I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I see what it is.
What?
He didn't use RIAA certification for his first few releases. He did BPI, which is different.
Okay.
So he went double platinum according to BPI standards.
Gotcha.
The numbers are slightly different.
Okay.
Getting Jiggy With It went platinum. Miami went platinum.
Yeah, easy.
Just the Two of Us went gold. Surprising. Wild Wild West went gold. Will 2K went gold. Nod Your Head went gold. Switch went platinum, believe it or not.
He just kept doing it. That's why he's on the list, bro.
But he's not tier 2. Like,
right.
4 albums, got like 2 or 3 singles that were big, and that's it. It's crazy to talk about people's careers. I don't know, bro. If you had to move somebody up to tier 2, what would you do? Because like the numbers say, like it's probably Future. Because the influence and like where he's at in his generation. And probably X.
X did not have the same success that Will Smith had.
You're thinking about Will Smith in totality. If you're talking about from music standpoint, he had more than Will Smith, which is the crazy part.
Interesting. I'm almost like, unless like we like have an epiphany at some point, I'm almost down to leave it as a top 42, bro, because like we did such a good job of placing these people in these goddamn tiers, bro. You know, it's true.
I mean, listen, bro. DMX first 5 albums, bro. Like, It's Dark and Hell Is Hot, 5 times platinum. Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, 3 times platinum. And then there was X, 5 times platinum. The Great Depression, double platinum. Grand Champ, platinum. Like, the fucking start. Just what do you do with that? Like, super fucking Nova. Supernova.
Right. So if we did this,
singles, Rough Riders Anthem, double platinum. How's It Going Down went gold. Slippin' only went gold, which is super surprising. What's My Name went gold. What These Bitches Want went platinum. Party Up is his biggest song, and that went 3 times platinum. X Gonna Give It To You went 3 times platinum. Where the Hood Hat went platinum.
What do we do here with if you look at what I did with tier 2, would you agree with that? Could you stand on that?
Probably. I think you get some pushback
from for
maybe DMX. I think for Future was influence. Like X got more sales than Future, but not by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But Future's been doing it for a decade, and he has super influence in this lane. But I could live with that.
You could argue that if we got called out on it.
Yeah.
I think I could argue it. So if we look at tier 3 with 5 entries, are there people in tier 4 that need to be tier 3? Because I felt
probably
like we
Busta.
did a good
Busta,
right?
Yeah, I would probably say Busta, and I would probably say Ja. You know me, in my book, Ja is always over 50, and I think we had him flip before because I think you give him a lot of credence for that Get Rich or Die Trying, and I do too. It's a classic album.
It is,
but Ja just has more hits, dog. He just does.
So these folks that are left over, like we went through Joe's thing, and what was remarkable about Joe was the fact that he was able to just keep like rinse and repeat, and he kept having a big single on his albums that would come out all the time. That's like the dope part of him, like he was able to do that. He did it like 5 years ago again, you know what I mean? So it's like, does any one of these tier 4 people belong in tier 3 now? We talked about Gucci. That's kind of fresh in my mind about how much he sold. But I feel like
he got success, but he didn't do nothing that he's done is crazy. Like his biggest song is that Drake record, which was 6-time platinum, which is nuts. But it's just been consistent. Like his story is more like, okay, my first 10 albums went wood, but my next 5 all went platinum.
Right.
Like that's impressive in and of itself. He's influential, shit like that, but he's not tier 3.
Right.
I guess 50 with his influence might be considered tier 3, but we know about his body of work. It's 2 albums, dog, and a G Unit album. Like that's not enough. The mixtapes is cool, all this shit, but that's not a good body of work to be any higher than that. Puffy don't got it. Dre definitely don't got it. I wouldn't give it to Dirk. I don't think his albums are impactful. He put out 3 albums a year, and while he got sales, it just means like none of his albums do you sit with and just play, right? Because it's all popcorn music, and that's just the era that he's in. So
he's the only one. I mean, I guess not. I was gonna say, I guess him and Gucci would be the only ones that don't have a classic album here, right?
I'd say Fat Joe. What's his classic album? You don't say Jose?
I say Don Cartagena. They would say
maybe. I think that's a hood favorite. I don't think that's like out. That ain't like Only Built for Cuban Links. When you go outside and you say that's one of them.
Right.
Yeah.
So do we need to, considering that there's an entry left in tier 5 and about 3 or 4 in tier 4, do we need to look at Raekwon?
We can look, but he ain't gonna have nothing.
Right? Like I'm just thinking of people that we didn't talk about. You know what I mean? I know we talked about Ghost, and we really wanted to get Ghost on there because he has a classic, and he's part of a classic, Ghostface.
So put him in tier 5. I'll take that.
Ghostface in tier 5?
Absolutely. I mean, we at that point, right, where it's like, this is what it looks like. I'm looking at Ray right now, by the way. It's Only Built for Cuban Links, went platinum. And then a bunch of other shit that all didn't do nothing.
Gotcha. Okay. So I like Ghostface in tier 5 with 2 being a part, having his own classic, but having been part of Cuban Links and 36 Chambers. It's crazy. That's a dude from Staten Island taking the ball.
Shit. Bro, Little Kim.
Okay, where we at?
How the fuck you forget her?
Where's she at here? Where's she at? Tell me about. I know her first album definitely. I would say her first album went like 3 times platinum. Is that true?
I gotta pull her up. Hardcore went Double platinum.
Double.
The
Okay,
first
I was
album.
off by one.
Notorious Kim went platinum.
Mm-hmm.
La Bella Mafia went platinum. The Naked Truth went platinum.
Mm-hmm.
First 4 albums went platinum. Very first album went double platinum. It's not bad.
No.
Singles. Not Tonight with the Ladies went platinum. No Time with Puffy went gold. Crush on You. Crush on You is interesting. Another slow burner. Didn't chart,
but then went crazy.
But it's platinum.
Right. Because Biggie's on that and Biggie died.
Yep. Lady Marmalade is her biggest song. Went number 1 in all genres.
That was platinum. Her song. That's credited to her. That's not a feature.
It's not a feature. So her, Christina, Maya, and Pink all get top billing. It's considered a joint song.
Wow.
So it's listed for all of them. Yeah.
Okay.
But that went double platinum. Then she got a bunch of like regional shit like the Jump Off and Magic Stick. That's it.
So total, would she have 2 or 3 albums?
Oh, damn it. It's all about the Benjamins.
Right.
Featured artists, but once again, it's notable because that record went 6 times platinum.
Right.
And Money, Power, Respect also went platinum.
With the
obviously.
Locks. Right.
She got a big verse up there.
Yes. Yeah, she does big time. Is that a Lock song? Is that who it's attributed to?
Yep.
Nice. Very nice. Locks. What you reading, does it make her name show up on this list? Because I know the impact. So. Her impact is crazy.
Crazy. The influence is there. You compare to other rappers, maybe she's more like in like tier 6, but her impact and her influence and being a female to me works in her favor. I'll probably put her in tier 5. And if I had to move somebody out of tier 5 up a tier, I'd probably move Lauren. And I'm sorry because like the 2 albums she's on, bro, are both fucking classics. And like not just like classic, like the hood love them, just classic in music, which is crazy. But who would you put over her? Because we talked about like Ross, who is beloved, but don't got no fucking sales, gang. Like it's kind of crazy with him. Everything is a gold record. He don't got no slammer.
So do we push him down and just put Lil' Kim there? We're in the same boat, needing the same amount of people still, but does Rick Ross belong on the list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. He got goals, and Hustling is a ridiculous song.
Okay.
With a bunch of mediocrity would have put him on tier 5.
Do we, for the sake of getting the list complete, do we put her in tier 5 as the 11th entry?
Nah.
She'll still be in top 50.
Do you think her influence moves her above the tier 5 people? That's really the question.
Does her influence, who does she have more influence than she has, let's start from the bottom. Ghostface.
Yep.
Globally, yes. Yep. More impact. Locally, no. They're probably the same. MC Hammer took the world by storm. I don't think she did it the way he did it. Young Thug. That's an interesting one because I don't recognize him as having the major impact that you indicated. But that's just, but right. But I'm not saying you don't have. It's a generational thing. So would you see him having less or more or equal impact?
I think. When I look at Kim, I think she birthed female rap for 15 years, which is crazy, and it just speaks to how weak that vertical was. Like that's really what it is. But Thug literally birthed Travis Scott and them niggas. Like it's different. Like his fingerprints are obvious.
With Too Short, it's interesting.
Yeah, she's not Short. I think Short's influence is bigger than hers.
Because he's recognized as such by so many. That's Game. She definitely had more impact in Game. She sold more than Game.
Yeah. Same with Method Man.
I think Meth and Ghost, to me, they're in the same thing. I think locally, no. Globally, yeah, she does have more than him. Cameron?
No. Only because he had a run where he ran rap for like 4 years.
And he turned it pink.
Yeah.
Ice Cube. I mean, Ice Cube is Cube. I can't sit here and say that Lil Kim got more of an impact than Ice Cube. I mean,
Look,
that's crazy.
Ice Cube is bigger in the West and Kim is bigger in the East. And let's just leave it right there with them two.
Yeah. And then Ross.
I mean, Ross, it might be a tie. It's different types of influence. Might be a tie.
It is.
The business shit with Ross is really real. His investments, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Giving you Meek Mill, giving you Wale. This shit matters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Who in tier 5? Is it only Lauren and MC Hammer that they both have diamond albums in this tier?
Yes.
That's crazy.
The third biggest album is Game.
The third out of this whole tier?
Yeah.
It's more than well, I guess it would be more than Supreme Clientele.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be, yeah. So do we take Lauren and Hammer and put them in tier 4?
Hammer's not tier 4, bro. He got one big song and 2-3 other gold records. Like, that ain't shit.
Right.
He got an album that went crazy. But once again, like, so does Game, and Lauren's is bigger. And
but I mean, his album is bigger than everybody's except Lauren.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you gotta give him that respect.
I do.
So interesting with Lil Kim.
I mean, if you want to give her the influence bump and put her in tier 4, I'll accept it. We ain't gotta kill ourselves about this list. You can put them there. You can put her there. But it's for me, it's clearly the influence play with her. She got decent numbers, but she's influential.
All right. And there we are with 6 entries left. And that's why I say it's a top 46, the top 44. The top 44.
Yo, it's hard because I'm not trying to give out lollipops. And I know they
no, because then can we look at Prodigy real quick just to make sure I'm not missing something with him?
Yeah, he ain't got nothing.
I know.
He don't have a single charting song by himself. He don't got a single gold album by himself.
Right.
Quiet Storm went platinum.
He's super regional, but he's
and Kim was on Quiet Storm. And like, you tell me Quiet Storm remix ain't make that song what it was?
Right. Right. So and we said no to Heavy D.
I mean, he don't really got nothing, bro. Like, I would say no.
Right. Royce, I love him, but he has no real commercial success.
Nah. I mean,
what?
I think at a certain point, you're talking about niggas like Chingy and them. Like, the people who had short but bright runs. Like, Chingy got a crazy album. And two Chainz with his influence. I think let's look at 2 Chainz because is he in the list?
No.
Because he's probably somewhere in this fucking cacophony of people.
Right. It's interesting to see the names on the right that we were able to talk ourselves out of not putting on the list because they, not matching up or whatever. But it's crazy to see the names,
2 platinum albums and a gold album for 2 Chainz.
Okay. He has a classic song. I'm gonna say a crazy name right now, and then the run that might just be short. But what's up with Fetty Wap?
One album, 1 hit.
1 album, 1 hit. Yeah, I figured.
So singles. All right. So he's on the Mercy joint. So that's 7 times platinum. We know that. No Lie with Drake went 3 times platinum. Birthday Song went double platinum. I'm Different went 3 times platinum. We Own It from the Fast and Furious soundtrack went double platinum. Feds Watching went platinum. Used To went platinum. Watch Out went double platinum.
Is this Fetty?
Got a lot of this is 2 Chainz. Got a lot of went gold. Champions went platinum. Good Drink went double platinum. Damn, It's a Vibe went 4 times platinum. Okay, here's your fucking answer. 4 a.m. went double platinum. Bigger Than You went platinum. Rule the World with Ariana Grande went gold. That's enough?
Yeah.
2 Chainz. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And nothing in the first 10 years of his career. Like not a single song. Duffel Bag Boy was a Wayne song, basically.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Anybody else? I mean,
we got a top 45 right now.
It's crazy.
To the honor of Mark the 45 King, we have completed.
Here's the thing about Chingy. I know we're gonna laugh at him.
Yeah.
His first album went double platinum,
Mm-hmm.
and Powerballin' went platinum as well, and Hoodstar also went platinum. So that's 3 platinum albums, dog.
Right. What's the impact like, Chingy? Did he die?
No.
Oh, he's
alive. He's like 38.
Oh, okay.
Right there went triple platinum. Holiday Inn went gold. One Call Away went platinum, and Baller Baby went gold. Pulling Me Back also went gold.
Chingy.
5 good songs, 3 platinum albums, 1 that went multi-platinum.
Right.
It's not a crappy career, dog.
No, not at all. Not at all. 2 Chainz. I can't believe 2 Chainz.
2 Chisels, dog. Listen, look, here's where I'm at. It is what the fuck it is. Like, we debating back and forth. I think the reality is I'm not taking none of them niggas from tier 4 and putting them in tier 3 because we know what it really looked like.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Tier 5. If you wanted to like take Thug's influence or Cam's influence and move him to tier 4, I could live with that.
Mm-hmm. You know, Ice Cube also, if I'm going to sit here and say Will Smith is in tier 3, not only because what he did, but he took his rap career and made that into the movies and all that and acting. Sure. You know, Cube did that too.
He's still tier 5, bro. Cube ain't him. I'm sorry, dog. Cube is not him.
So what are we debating right now? To move Young Thug over to put Chingy in tier 5? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think you can put Chingy in tier 5, even though he got what 8 million probably records sold,
right?
Which ain't nothing,
right?
I don't think I think Thug could be tier 4. Like I said, the problem with him is that his first 4 albums basically are Cash Money collaborative albums because they was jerking him. He don't get credit for it, but they was his songs. Just nuts.
Right.
So I would move Thug to tier 4. But is that any? It's like we still got the same amount of gaps. It ain't fixing shit, bro. I don't know who I should put on this list. I mean, I don't know how the fuck we forgot Kim. We got 2 Chisels. Yeah, I don't know, bro.
We got a top 45.
We got a top 40 fucking 5. Like, what the fuck?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Is there anybody else you like? They got to be in this list?
Not that I could think of, but I'm getting tired. I ain't gonna lie. Not that I could think of. I mean, I'm just thinking about like my discography, right? Like, you know, because I'm thinking about like Chris Webby has so many joints that I listen to, and he's got like a plethora of work out there, you know, but his commercial success isn't there. But, you know, my man is touring the whole country and going to Amsterdam and shit like that. You know what I mean? He comes to mind. But I don't, you know, as far as like, if this was a top 50 like independent artist thing, I think you have to talk about Webby. You have to, because he did that. You know what I mean?
What about Rakim?
Rakim, classic first album, Eric B and Rakim. Minimum, I would say three classic songs, but that probably none of them probably charted. Like Microphone Fiend might have charted. Look them up.
No, I think you're right. I do got one from left field, and I think you might hate it, but I think it's valid.
What?
Post Malone.
Post Malone.
Even in his short career, he already got wild numbers. And I mean, he's a rapper, dog. He's a sing rapper, but
he's a rapper, but he's a rapper like Flow Rider's a rapper.
No, he's not. No, Flow Rider is pop. Post Malone raps. He just raps up tempo shit, slow tempo shit with a twang to his voice. But he's a rapper who be singing sometimes. Now they different, dog.
Would you feel comfortable arguing for Post Malone on the list if we got called out on it? That's how I look at it.
I think that people would argue because he's white that he's not a rapper, but I think he's always been labeled a rapper who happens to have some crossover songs. Like that's what he is.
What's his sales are stupid?
Yeah.
I know his sales are stupid.
Yeah, he's not even that old either. But all his biggest songs are straight up rap songs, dog, with the exception of Sunflower with Sway Lee.
Right.
But like, let's just look at it. He only got a lot of albums, but they all did numbers probably. Stoney went 5 times platinum, his debut album. Fucking nuts. Beer bongs and Bentleys, number 1 on every chart in the world, every genre, 5 times platinum.
Damn.
Hollywood's Bleeding, and these are straight rap albums. Hollywood's Bleeding, number 1 in every chart in the world except Sweden, where it went number 3, 4 times platinum. 12 Karat Toothache went gold, and his current album, which is Austin, is actually considered a pop album. It's considered indie pop, so it doesn't make the charts for this.
I put him on.
Albums were strictly rap albums. His first 5 albums were strictly rap albums, and they all did dumb numbers.
I put him on the list. How do you feel about where he's at? Does that look right to you?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, ain't it? He might be higher, dog. For instance, White Iverson, which is his debut single, went diamond. Then that's just a rap song, dog. Too Young went double platinum. Go Flex went 6 times platinum. Deja Vu with Justin Bieber went platinum. Congratulations with Quavo went diamond. He's got 2 diamond singles, and they're both rap songs, dog. And actually, it didn't just go. It went 14 times platinum.
So you feel
it is the 3rd biggest rap song of all time from sales.
So our top 46.
Hold up. Rockstar went diamond. His 3rd diamond single, number 1 in every chart. It went 11 times platinum.
He also his impact across the states is pretty crazy.
Yo, he's got a dozen more multi-platinum songs. Ball for Me with Nicki Minaj, triple platinum. You know what? Sunflower, there it is. Sunflower is considered a rap song. It went 18 times platinum.
That's stupid.
He's got 5 diamond singles, bro.
So we have to switch him for DMX out.
Yeah, he's in tier 2, dog. Put DMX down in tier 1. I mean tier 3, where he belongs. That's crazy. You overwrote somebody though. Who'd you overwrite?
Nah, I didn't.
Just hit undo, dog. Just hit undo. Hit undo.
Cancel. What do you mean?
Because I don't remember who was there. Just hit undo.
It's DMX though.
No. Bow Wow's you overwrote.
So I wanted to do this. Right, and then
replace Post Malone with DMX. You got him twice.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, so here we are. And we got 4 entries. We got the top 46.
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
I'm good.
I'm good
right here. I'm good right here. All right, so let's save this. We're going to post this and get ridiculed for it, and I'll love it. I'll post it in a fun way. Yo, so this was fun, man. It was actually like Angie said that we drug it, and I think we did a little bit, but I did have a lot of fun talking about this, and it put things into context, right? Like when you think about success and what people were actually able to do when they got the ball in this game. It's interesting when you start breaking it down, looking at numbers, thinking about impact, hearing what people are saying, and who they want to see on here. Like it was crazy the whole time. Like, people were throwing at us, yo, but what about Jada? What about like Beanie Siegel? He's no joke. And you know what I'm saying? It's like true for what they are, it's true. But for this list, and to think about the success, they just didn't stack up. You know what I mean? It's crazy how we hold nostalgically some people. You know what I mean? Like that's the crazy part. So, excuse me. I had fun doing this podcast, man. I ain't gonna hold you, Black. We did that. I think, I think the people deserve to see us for one more season.
Oh, you back on this now?
I think they earned that though.
What, just one more, bro?
Well, at least one more, right? Shout out to Hollywood Herb. I tuned back in after her, so y'all talking about Chingy.
That's what it looks like when you realize that he got better numbers than some of your favorites.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. That is crazy. Shout out to everybody that tuned. Yo, some people have been here. Shout out to Sabrina. Yo, for those of you that stuck through this whole time, Angie, we love y'all. Herb coming back in after rehearsal. That's super dope. And yeah, man. Any last thoughts before we get off the air? For we'll be back. We'll be back, yo. We might even bless y'all with a December show.
December episode.
Yeah.
All right.
So until then, you got some thoughts, brothers? You want to leave them with?
It's been real. You've got the definitive top 46 hip hop list of all time. And anybody else you try to add to the list is probably flawed. So don't just try to put them up there because they're really trash. We did that. Good season, great year. Yep. Tired. It's been a long day for me. I'm gonna get some rest. But no, man, another one for the books, bro. We did that.
We did. Salute to you.
Were you ever a fan of Community, the TV show?
No.
Okay. You know what it is, right?
I was gonna say I never watched it though.
Okay, but you know of it.
Yeah.
They have a cult following, and they have this saying that's 6 seasons in a movie.
Okay.
They kept getting canceled, and then someone else would pick them up. Okay. It was canceled 3 times.
Okay.
And the fans just kept saying 6 seasons in a movie, because if you get 6 seasons with the episodes, you can get syndicated and we can get reruns. Typically, it's 100 episodes. You can go into syndication.
We did.
So they didn't quite get there. They got to like 70 something, but that was the running gag. 6 seasons in the movie. So we got 5 under our belts. So can we get a 6th season, and then can we do like a movie?
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Let's do like a fly like BTS type of movie.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm thinking more like an In Too Deep.
Oh, okay. Look at you. So obviously the creative minds will have to get together on this idea. But yeah, I'm with it, man. 6 seasons in a movie. Let's do it. I want to shout out to Village Global Network, man. It's been real. Wapter Music, Tattoo Shop Radio, Culture Shock Radio, For Sale Radio, all powered by Zeno.fm, man. We can play whatever we want. Shout out to the we had a theme song put into place this year. Super dope. You never know what you're gonna hear next. You might have the remix with KO on it.
Yeah, no one wants that.
They all want that. Stop that. Yo, for Blackout, for Super Producer Big Angie, for my dogs, for Cass, for Hazel, for Louie, we love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We will see you probably in December, but definitely in 2024. Y'all be good. Stay safe. We love y'all. Peace.
Peace.